Hello, welcome to SAFC Fan TV, and we are here with our last of the season match day watch along live / commentary / ramble because we're bored of the football events. This one I will mention at the very start. It says at the bottom, dedicated to the memory of our very own Jack Shields. Will always be part of the channel, so you'll see that as a recurring theme, I'm sure. Also mention, we are sponsored by 3 Retro. I'll just turn my collar around so it looks okay. I've got the 1973 one on today. Conrad's got his Cowies on there. All the links for that are in the description. We'll mention them properly and go through at half time. It's nice to have a few people joining us. Early kickoff, so it might not be as busy as normal. But the team's out. What do you think of the team so far, Conrad? What are you seeing?
I mean, I'm happy to see Ballard and Elise. Again, that's going to be what I want to be the defensive partnership going forward. Ashish got some minutes as well. Robert's finally starting a game at this point, but I don't know if that's a shop window thing. Interesting choice on the keeper. I don't know why that is, really. Because even if it was just giving him some minutes just to say that he's played for Sunderland and ship him out, it's like, that's something you would normally bring up if you were going to do that to sort of put everyone's mind at rest. So it's a little interesting. And I don't know what Riggs done to be dropped. And I don't know what Mundell has to do to get a game.
I know, it's madness that Mundell's not got a game yet. I mean, I think they've signed a long-term contract with Mundell, right? So they know he's going to be a big part. So maybe they're just thinking, right, let's get some minutes on the board for some of these players. Dak's on the bench, which obviously I'm always pleased about.
It's 15k a week.
Yeah, earning it, but warming that bench. Bishop, I do find a weird one because I feel like that's going to massively backfire for the critics of Dodds because he's been hit and miss with his games and his team fixtures and his results. But if we get 3 goals banged in against us in the first 5 minutes because we're playing a rank amateur keeper, then that's really going to backfire on him, right?
Yeah, it's a strange, but I think for him, he's probably thinking, do you know what? After today, I'm done. Whether that be I go back to coaching or whether I'm, moving on to pastures new. You're a bit like, may as well. Do you know what I mean? And maybe that's what it is. Maybe he's thought, do you know what? I'll throw him in. What's the worst that can happen? And he's had a go. Because on the bench, apart from someone like Watson, who you might see come on just to sort of get in some minutes, it's pretty much the squad that have been in and out of games anyway. Maybe see Evans for a final cameo.
How would you feel if you're Patterson, though, if you've played every game of the season and then you're dropped for the final game?
Well, was it something the other week where they said he'd done like 100-odd games in a row or something like that for us, like including from when he came in League One all the way through? So you'd probably feel a bit like, oh, well, that's gone. Or maybe there's something about it to be like, you're not untouchable because next year we'll be looking for a new number 2 who we're probably going to go for somebody a bit stronger and actually push you. Or we're going to get that young lad in, that Matthew Young back from Darlington, and he's going to push you. Like, it's probably a thing to say you're not guaranteed. You need to up your effort.
Bishop's the Man United player, right?
He came from Man United. I don't think he's on loan. I think we got him.
I'm sure, if I remember rightly, he's the one that injured Paul Mullin.
Oh.
He broke 3 of his ribs and punctured his lung.
Well, that's what happens when you play for Wrexham.
Yeah, but he's a brave keeper from what I saw just from that match. He's willing to commit himself.
Keeper, though, because brave and good don't often go hand in hand. You'd say like Onana's brave, but
I was a brave keeper, right? Lots of people say I wasn't good, but I would definitely take out a striker or 2.
Oh yeah. Sometimes in football, there's now better than just absolutely hammering into somebody.
Yeah, definitely. We've got Mick Steels has joined us in the chat, and Ian Wilkinson both saying hiya. Mick Steele says, let's win one for Jack. Yeah, I'll mention if we have, because we do often have a couple of listeners that like tune in before the game. If you're at the game, 29 minutes. Try and join in for the applause. We're hoping we can't get the club officially to do anything because obviously they've got their own thing going on today, but we're hoping an applause for Jack between the 29th and 30th minute, and we'll observe it as silence on here.
28th and 29th, because technically that's the 29th minute of the game. It'll be around then.
I assume it was at 29 because
no, I think it's the other way because obviously if you score in 30 seconds in a football match, it's it's minute 1.
Yeah, but you're watching for something like this. You're watching for the clock till it hits 29.
Basically, it could happen in one of those 2 minutes, I think, is what we're going to be getting.
You're really throwing a spanner in the works here, Conrad. Just do it for 2 minutes. You'll be all right.
Yeah. I think that's probably best. He'd have wanted that.
He'd have joined in the discussion. That's a cert. He'd have the argument with us.
Yeah, he would have definitely done.
Thomas Lister says, "What you guys watching the game on today? Is it on Red Button?" I don't think it is on the Red Button. I did look to see if it was on Sky today. It's not.
I've just got it on on a VPN.
Yeah, well, we're both in sunny Spain, so we get to watch it through the club. This completely
is
legit.
Mallorca out here.
Ian Wilkins says 110 games for Pato, then dropped. Dodds never fails.
I'd like to have seen Job go in goal if we were actually just doing it. He's played everywhere else.
Yeah, well, Mixdeal says Job starts again. he can't get dropped. I literally think he couldn't do anything to get dropped.
No.
I'm looking at a couple of bananas in the crowd.
Yeah, same. At least we're good at the same sort of minute, and it's just gone off.
No, I'm still looking at bananas.
Okay, so
I know it's gone off.
Yeah, so about 4 or 5 seconds ahead. That's fine. But Steele's Mick D said the same thing as well. He went, no audio on the Sunderland stream. I haven't got any audio. I mean, I turned it down anyway, just in case. But I was trying to watch it before we started, and I wasn't getting any audio through from it either.
I never have the audio on because the commentary puts me off my terrible commentary. If I start listening to them, I might start doing it right. I don't want to do, set a precedent.
No. You don't want to copy them and just work like Nick Barnes.
Yeah. And watch out for the SAFC Fan TV guys in the stadium today as well. Got quite a few of our guys attending the game today. I think it's just me and Conrad left out in the wins.
Pretty much, yeah. We've got things to do or we live too far away.
So give them a shout, go up and give them a big hug. Tell them I sent you. They'll really love that.
Emma said someone came up to her before and said she saw our video of Jack on Monday night, and he sort of felt sorry for her, so he gave her 6 hugs. One for each of us.
Okay, it just sounds like an excuse to hug somebody 6 times to me.
Yeah, exactly. I said that to Margot Robbie, but the security said, "Get out of here." Yeah.
Lee's starting early. He says KLD and Speakman out. I think the rumours are Now, I'm not going to announce this on the channel in any way at this moment, but the rumours are that it paid out once. The rumours are Speakman is going somewhere. What have you heard on that?
Yeah, the same as you. Just seen it on doing the rounds on Twitter that he might be off to Lyon to be their sort of whatever his role is here, sort of
their club destroyer. Their club destroyer.
Yeah. Well, it made me sort of think actually, like when we actually come to it, it's like, can we actually say he's done a bad job? No. Has he made mistakes? Yes. Like that's probably the best way of looking at it, isn't it? And we all think he's sort of hit a limit with us at this point. So I think it's probably about time, really. There, I don't know if you've seen them yet. The team are wearing these lovely black Charlie Hurley jackets. Have you seen the King ones they're wearing? They actually look very nice. Hopefully they do something where they auction them off for charity or something. That'd be a nice touch for them.
Yeah. Somebody said in the chat anything to
Luke
do with...
09 can't get a babysitter, says Ian. He's got all 3 of his kids there with him. These are all Luke 09's ones all the way along the line.
Steels McD says anything to that Mubama rumour. I'm not sure what that is.
I don't know what that is either.
There's Divin Mubama. He was West Ham, I believe.
It's over my head.
I'm not sure what the rumours are there. You'll have to fill us in there. Mick D, let us know what you've heard on that one. Man Pond, anyone know where I can watch it for free? You can close your eyes, imagine the game, and listen to our awesome commentary as we paint a picture for you. There's the best advice I can give you on that one.
Yeah.
Without getting shot by YouTube.
Did you see the thing about Patrick Roberts in Sheffield Wednesday over the week?
No.
What was it? He went, Patrick Roberts scored the only goal in the game to relegate Sheffield Wednesday to League One, but this is before he played for Sunderland. And of course, Patrick Roberts scored the goal to knock them out of the playoffs when we got promoted with them. And they were like, we're playing Sunderland on the last day of the season where we could be relegated, and Patrick Roberts hasn't scored all season. What are the odds? So, a bit like us when a striker's never scored and it's like, oh, he's come to Sunderland this week. And we're like, well, here we go. Well, what's going to happen here.
Let's hope.
But, so I'm hoping it's working in reverse and we'll see a Roberts hat trick or something and they might relegate Sheffield Wednesday. I don't want to see Sheffield go, though. I think they're all right.
I'm tripping. I just saw 2 Power Rangers in the crowd then as well.
Probably did. Out of the Sheffield clubs, Wednesday are my preferred one. Yeah. They're coming out. My favourite Sheffield clubs.
They're coming out on my screen now.
They're already out. They're doing the lineups on mine.
Right. They've done well ahead.
Lovely. Well, now's your time to try and change it and flick back. I've got the team on the screen at the moment. Yeah, so I think at the moment, the main thing I'm looking forward for is I'm hoping Sunderland win, of course. That's always the one. However, side point to that, I want Ipswich to draw or win to go into the Premier League because dirty Leeds. And I want Plymouth to survive because it was my granddad's team. So I kind of want Plymouth to stay up. I think that player that he's on about plays for Sheffield Wednesday. Or is it the one from Birmingham you're on about? Go on, sorry.
Now I remember this fixture, the previous one, because of Bannon. Yeah. I hate that guy.
Okay. Bit harsh.
He's top shithousery.
Yeah.
We've got predictions. We've got predictions. David Joplin said Sunderland 3, Sheffield 1. So we'll start that.
They've got a banner up for Charlie Hurley as well in the Roker end of the ground.
Just seen that. It's being folded up on mine now.
Yeah. Oh, yeah, you're pretty much level with me then.
Yeah. I do like the King jackets. They are cool.
Nice, isn't it? Hopefully they make more than 1,000 if they're going to sell them.
More than 100. Yeah. Anyone else wants to get their match day score predictions in? Pop them in now. I'll star them and we'll see if anyone was right at the end. I'm going to go for the 3-1 victory. Just to top off the season in style. Mick Steele says he linked the article. I don't think we can see that in the chat.
No,
it filters out links when you post them, unfortunately, Mick. Just let me know the name of the place you saw it, and I'll see. Got the minutes applause going on for Charlie Hurley, I believe, at the moment.
What was it? I've gone Jack Ross special for mine 1-1 because I think it's one of those where we won't lose, but Sheffield Wednesday will get the result they need to survive, basically. And what a job it would be from their manager because Sheffield Wednesday were in utter free fall earlier on in the season, looked like making an instant return to League One, and then this Danny Roll, I think he's called. I don't know if that's how you say it, but since he's come in, he's turned them around and got them right out of trouble. So you never know. He could be our manager next season. Yeah,
well, that's a huge speculation. The amount of options that have appeared recently. Yeah, everyone's been linked. I've been linked.
White shorts. What are your thoughts on that?
Isn't that... Wasn't that...
We did that before. Once we played Newcastle, we played with white shorts. And under Donald and Medfin in our first season, we had red shorts.
I don't know, because as a kid, that's always how, as a kid, when you're looking, you don't know much about football. That's the only way I could define between Stoke and us,
Yeah.
We'd had black shorts on.
Yeah, I know what you mean. It looks very Stoke City.
Yeah. I'm not sure.
Yeah.
They'll be green and grass stained in the next 5 minutes anyway. So
yeah,
I don't think it's an issue.
It can't be anything to do with the Sheffield Wednesday though, because they're in blue. So it must, unless it's the ref.
Possibly, but
And we're
black shorts are usually a clash. You're ahead of me, so I'll let you take the lead.
Right. And it's a goal. No, it's not really. Sheffield Wednesday are passing it around the back here. Played it out to the near side in front of the dugout. The in behind already down the left side. He's going to swing the ball in. Cleared out by Ballard, and Roberts gets it away before it goes to a corner. We had Ashish claiming a handball from the defender who misread it, and yeah, we've got the free kick just in front of our own dugout. And my stream has gone off. Feel free to take over.
Mine just has.
And I'm back, but I think this is before the game started. Yeah, I'm well behind here. I'm watching them do the huddle.
Yeah, I've just got the same. Something's gone drastically wrong here.
Yeah, Ian says his has gone off as well.
Maybe this is their attempt at fixing the sound.
Maybe. I'll go back to the other one then, just for now, and you keep trying then. So we're underway again. I have a feeling there's going to be a cross and a handball given.
Let me try the other source. This is great.
Tom Wallace says 3-3, 6-goal thriller. Yeah, Steele's Mick said the stream's gone down for him as well.
Have you tried turning it off and turning it on again? You must work for BT. Yeah. Back on, says Ian.
Let's have a look. Yeah, I'm back on now as well, as 09 shields the ball out for a Sunderland goal kick. Thankfully, there was no goals in that minute there. So we've got a first chance to see a goal kick from Nathan Bishop. What's he got in his locker as he plays it short, probably?
More than likely.
He's quite short. Not Lee Camp short, but he looks quite short.
This one's on 45 seconds.
1 minute 55.
Oh, Jesus Christ.
So Roberts has got the ball here just in front of the Sheffield Wednesday bench, switches the play, but he falls over and gives it away to Windass right in the centre circle. Windass goes back to the defence. Sheffield United just look to build up from the back. It looks like Ashish is playing up top again. Looks like Ashish is through the middle with Roberts and Clark on either side. You've got Job and Ekwa in the centre. And Styles as well. Yeah, it's Ekwa, Styles and Job in the centre. And we've got a back four there of Elise at left back, Hume at right back, Ballard and 09. But it looks like they've swapped sides. Ballard's on the right this time and Luke 09's over on the left. Ian says that Charlie Hurley's era would have played in white shorts, so maybe that's why.
Potentially, yeah. I wonder if there's some sort of markings on them as a remembrance thing, maybe.
Possibly. Ashish goes up against the defender, but he's turned and easily sort of manipulated as Sheffield Wednesday, come away with the ball. Sheffield United are coming down, not coming away with the ball. Barry Bannon plays it back to the defender. They're just sort of looking for gaps in here. Sunderland still sitting in their own half. He's taken on Elise, who wins the tackle, and it's out for a throw-in on the far side. Dodds did say in his pre-match interview that we don't need a centre forward, says Ian. Well, Dodds doesn't know what he's talking about, as we've clearly seen for a good few months now.
Dodds has done a sterling job.
I think exactly what we need is a sort of focal point up front, and have done for like 2 years now. We got bailed out last year by Ahmad and Stewart at times.
Did you see his pre-match presser?
Oh, nearly saved by Bishop. So the throw-in came in, it was missed by everyone, bounced up, and Bishop just pulled it out the air, just off the line. Yeah, on his pre-match
presser, he said that they need to really sort it out in the summer, the recruitment and stuff like that. So at least he seems to know the issues.
Well, again, like we said earlier on, he's probably in this point of, well, you're going to either sack me or demote me after today anyway, so I can say what I like.
He also slated Clark a bit.
Oh, did he?
He said he's the type of person that complains about everything. He said, but you kind of put up with the complaining because of the results he gets you.
Steals McD. Yay, now I can listen to Cringe Frankie. Well, you don't have to do that. You can listen to us and just mute the stream anyway. It's the best way. No, we like Frankie. Frankie was a good help this week when we were talking to the club about, potentially doing something for Jack. Him and Danny Collins were very receptive of trying to get us in touch with the right people to hopefully.
Roberts headed it in, but he was off the pitch when he did it.
Exactly. It's impressive. I can already tell 5 minutes in, this is going to be like the West Brom game we've done.
Well, you think,
dull.
You think they'd be going for it a lot more? They need the win, apparently, do they not?
Well, no, they are 3 points clear of the team who are third from bottom. So really a draw for them would do. But the other team, which I believe is Birmingham, have to beat Norwich, who are chasing the playoffs. And then probably have to beat them by about 2 or 3. And obviously, Sheffield Wednesday have to lose by a couple of goals as well. Yeah. So I think they're probably the more relaxed of the teams, but they just sort of go, let's not be stupid, is probably what they're thinking.
Yeah. I'm on 5:38.
You're about 10 seconds behind. No, about 5 seconds behind.
That's okay.
Yeah. Sheffield Wednesday just passing it around the back. They've so far come to basically say, can we just have a point? You don't need anything. Can we just have a point and we're done? Ian says, Sunderland Echo says there'll be 2 rounds of applause, 29th minute and the 87th minute. Nice. Ian Wilkinson says 6:23. Well, shut up, Ian. You're too far ahead of us. Can you give a shout out for Solihull Moors against Bromley in the National League playoff final? When's that game? Is it today? And who am I meant to be shouting out? Solihull Moors or Bromley? I can't even see it on mine. Where is it? National League.
Oh, Jesus.
It's not listed on there, but hey ho. Steels is on 7:17. Well, you can shut up and all, Steels. So you're too far ahead of us all. I'm
on loading circle and everything.
Steels knows who we brought in over summer. He's that far ahead.
Answer.
Have we made any good signings?
Nobody.
Nobody. We sold more experience, which we don't really have. Ian's on 15 minutes apparently now.
What?
Time travel, hey. It is the last day of the season. Crazy things can happen. Corner to Sheffield Wednesday.
I got nothing.
Ahmad for 8 million. That's not a time period. Oh, I see. Yes, I saw that as well the other day, actually. It was shared to us on Instagram. Because Man United are not in a fire sale, but they're pretty much just like, we'll listen to anything. And yeah, that wouldn't be a bad one. Shot from Sheffield Wednesday, blocked by Clark, out for another corner. Ian says his stream's gone off. Probably because you're about 15 minutes ahead of everyone, Ian. That's probably why. You've broken the time continuum. We're on 7 minutes and 45.
Jesus Christ, I'm on 6 minutes on this.
Corner comes in. Bishop flaps at it, misses it. It's going to go all the way out for a goal kick. Sheffield Wednesday are claiming that he touched it, but they're clearly wrong. The referees don't get anything wrong.
Yeah.
Anyway. He says, hoping that something doesn't happen later on, and I'm like, Ballard doing his shoes. This is great content so far. I actually quite like it with the white shorts, but I think it works better with white shorts if we have more red on the shirt. So because we have that sort of white block here, like you say, it's very Stoke City. Whereas with that potential kit for next season, with the sort of more theme of, Styles has given the ball away, edge of the area. Sheffield Wednesday in there on the right-hand side, plays across. It's, just missed at the back post from the Sheffield Wednesday player. Took a deflection off 09. Bishop was in that sort of no man's land between the last defender and Bishop, and the Sheffield Wednesday striker tried to get in, did make a touch, but couldn't get it goalwards. So Windass, here's the replay, plays it off 09, misses Ballard, number 42, I think it is, stretching at the far post, couldn't convert. Let off for Sunderland, Styles with a bad giveaway there. The shout out was for Solihull Moors. Right. Come on, Bromley. Go on. Sorry. Yes, go on, Solihull Moors. Is it on now, Steve? If it is, just let us know the score as it comes through.
I've got nothing. I've lost everything. I'm relying on you.
Oh, okay. Well, I wouldn't put too much faith in me then at this point here. Ballard out to Hume. Hume back to Ballard. There's the first one of the day. Here we go. We're off and running. Over to 09. Job coming forward with it. Does a step over even though there's nobody next to him. What's the point in that, mate? It's gone out for a throw. Far side of the pitch. Elise on the ball. Throws it back to Luke 09. Comes across to Ballard. Takes a touch. Looking for his options. Sprays the ball out to Hume. Just in front of the Sheffield Wednesday bench. Is tackled. They've kept the ball in. He takes on two men. He's beaten them both. Ekwah just gets there. Plays it back to Ballard. That was the second one. Who goes all the way to Bishop. Have you just seen the chance?
Yeah.
Ashish facing off against the last defender. Last defender plays it all the way back to his goalkeeper. Sheffield Wednesday looking to start again.
And about 6 replays of it now.
Yeah, there was. Sheffield Wednesday have walked all the way forward, right-hand side, taking on Elise. He's beaten him, gets the cross in. Anyone there? Header from Sheffield Wednesday over the bar. That was far too easy, how they got out from the keeper to the right back, all the way down to our right-hand side, and swung the cross in and still won the header with Ugbo. That's what he's called, UGBO, Ugbo.
Ugbo.
What a great name. It's a poor header from Ugbo.
Mick Steele says, do you think we stick on 9 at centre-back next season?
I hope not.
But we will.
He's done a great job. I have to say, last season, this season, he's done a great job for us, but I really hate the shoehorning players into positions rather than just having a good player in that position. I don't think there'd have been anything wrong with us holding on to Danny Barr for this season and playing him with Ballard. Patrick Roberts, right-hand side, taking on his man first time, comes inside, beats 2, looking for his options, tried to curl it in, it bounces off Barry Bannon's head. We've retained the ball. Ekwah out to Elise. Elise plays it into Styles. Job and Styles change passes between them. Still out on the left side for Clark. Into Job. It was far too far ahead of him as Bannon picks it out and then comes away with the ball. He's being chased by some Sunderland players into the corner. He's back-heeled it straight to Ashish. Ashish coming inside, and that's a corner to Sunderland. Barry Bannon just gave the ball away for no reason there. The National League final is tomorrow. I'm a Sunderland fan too, says Steve. Oh, that's fine. Come on, Solly Hull. I wondered why I couldn't see it. That's fine, Steve. I'm all right with that. Corner for Sunderland. Far side. They're taking it short. Clark up against 2. Dinks it to Roberts. Cross. Headed clear, edge of the box, no one's there. Elise wins the header back to Ekwah. It's bounced over him to Hume. We've got the ball on the halfway line. Ekwah plays it all the way out to Jack Clark on the far side. Clark looking to take on his man. Plays it infield to Elise, edge of the area. 1-2 with Job. We've lost the ball. Sheffield Wednesday clear it out for a throw-in. Just think this is probably going to be the last time we see Jack Clark playing for Sunderland. And earlier on in the season, I'd have said I'd have been devastated. But as the season's got further and further on, I've been less and less. Sort of like, maybe we just take the money and we do move on. Let's give Mundle a chance. Obviously, Clark's a great player, but just recent form.
20 million for Clark and spend 8 of it on Ahmad.
Yeah, do it. Do it now. Clark looking for options. He hasn't got any. I wonder if Clark's lost a bit of, obviously, because he did well under Tony Mowbray. I wonder if under Beale and Dodds, he's just become a bit frustrated with how we're playing. It hasn't suited him. Ian says Clark's not good enough for the Prem. Probably. Yeah. Elise wins a header across the box. It's headed out. It comes back to him. Styles in the left back position. Ashish coming forward, taking on his man. Back to Styles in the area. Elise with the cross. It's blocked. Still out on the left side. Clark beats 1. Plays it to Roberts, who just gives it straight up. Edge of the area. Roberts' right foot shot. Awful. Absolutely spooned it wide with his right foot.
I'm so far behind.
How far behind are you?
12:38.
Yeah, that's quite far behind. You even watching this game?
Everything else I usually use is just broken.
Okay. Well, at least you get to listen to my dulcet tones.
Robert's got laces tied together, says Ian Wilkinson.
Has he had that problem all season? So Bishop's on the ball here, plays it to 09. It'd be so funny if we had a player called Knight or something like that. Bishop to Knight. Ballard out to Hume. Hume running back towards his own goal. Bishop takes a touch. Long ball forward to Sheffield Wednesday as Bannon blasts one back to his goalkeeper, but he does take it under control and they start again. A few gaps in the seats on the lower levels in the Sunderland end today, have you noticed?
Oh, it'll still be a 40-odd thousand attendance according to the numbers.
Yeah, they're counting up from Premier League games in the past. Sheffield Wednesday plays the ball over Hume. Right, they're in on the left-hand side. Hume is out of position. He's managed to catch back up. He really slowed that attack down, the Sheffield Wednesday player. Plays it back to Bannon. Swings the ball in. Great ball. 09 heads it out. Job not really bothered about trying to get there first, so the Sheffield Wednesday player does. Bannon again. Infield to Windass, edge of the area. Turns. Allowed to turn to face the area. Forced back out now. Right side for Palmer. Plays it in, and Elise manages to pull it out and go for a throw-in. Sunderland plays with their arms in the air. I think so. Styles is down injured, and they hadn't put the ball out. Styles has got a horrible mark on his leg from what he's complaining at. So I don't know if he's had a bit of a coming together with somebody.
K&P Travels watching from Pattaya. Keep up the great work. Pattaya? Not sure.
Papaya.
That's a bit fruity.
Yeah. As long as it's not Tootie. Oh, there's one bloke who got one of those 1,000 jackets in the crowd. I see you.
No, he's just had it printed out, the guy outside.
Yeah, he's just gone on Etsy and just drawn it for himself. Right, we're just waiting for the game to restart now. Throw in from Sheffield Wednesday. They've taken it quickly. They're in behind Elise, who manages to shield it out for a goal kick, but then he hoofs the ball against the bottom of the advertising board. He's clearly not happy with something, as Conrad Tank tells us.
Leeds nil.
Are falling apart again with 1-0 Southampton. That's great news for Ipswich Town. I know I shouldn't like another team, but there's a little soft spot in me for Ipswich at the moment, so I hope they do it. And because they had, of course, Marcus Stewart that time in the UEFA Cup, and Marcus Stewart, of course, was a Sunderland legend. Job driving forward. Hopefully he's driving to another club next season. Tackled, and it's a free kick to Sunderland just outside the centre circle.
None of it is working still. What the fudge?
Job is telling someone to calm down. I don't know who it is. It might be the Sheffield Wednesday boy. He seemed to just be walking over to him, just going, calm down, calm down. They've put on the screen as well that Southampton are 1-0 up against Leeds. Or Lee is losing to So, whoever that is. Ekwar plays the ball across to Roberts. He's got loads of room on this right-hand side. Nobody over with him. Comes in. Left foot swings it in. Job's not going to get there. The keeper had to make a save still. It was going to go in, but keeper has pulled that one out. So does that technically count as a shot? Probably not.
We'll take anything.
There was a guy in the crowd who had one of those hats on that looks like Heisenberg because he had his sunglasses on as well. Sheffield Wednesday trying to play it out. Got away with it. They play it forward. They're crossing the centre circle now. Windass driving forward, right-hand side. Against Elise, swings it in, blocked by Elise. Styles is back as well to pick up the ball. Out to Elise. Long ball forward to Clark, is it? No, it was Ashish who loses it. Sheffield Wednesday win it back. We've just got nothing up front, have we, in terms of retention of the ball? If it's not a ball in behind, it's just, they can't keep it.
No. What minute are you on?
19 and 6 as Sheffield Wednesday are in behind. Bishop misses it. Oh, just across the goal there. Why would I not want Leicester, Leeds, and Southampton to go? I think because they came down, and it just feels a bit like I don't want the same ones to just be up and down every time. And it's, I don't know, something nice to see when a team like, so for example, us last season, if we'd have gone up, we would have done 2 promotions in a row. When you saw Sheffield United do it a few years ago, obviously you've got Ipswich who could do it this time. It's just different, isn't it? It's a bit like when you see, once Luton beat us, it was a bit like, oh, well, I'd rather them in the Premier League. They've never been there. Ian Wilkinson, nothing up front. Yep, pretty much. Leeds have equalised against Southampton.
Oh, God.
Marion Trowles. Hello, Conrad and Mike. Hello, Marion. There's Jeremy Beadle, the Sheffield Wednesday goalkeeper, is down getting treatment. The keeper's called Beadle.
Okay.
I'm just naming him Jeremy Beadle.
I'm not sure Beadle's career as a goalkeeper would have been very successful. Yeah. for obvious reasons.
Yeah. Now it's time for everyone to go and have a drink, as we're currently filming all the Sheffield Wednesday players. Yeah, I get that point, Steele, that they're out of our way then. It was a weird one that if we'd have kept the same team from last year, which I know is a big if and what have you, needed Ahmad, Stewart and all that, I just didn't fear any team that we were facing last season. And obviously this season it's not worked out that way, which is obviously a fundamental difference. But it was just, I think because of last season, it was just this lack of fear of anyone, and the way we played against someone like Fulham when we had 2 games against them, and I thought there was pretty much no difference between us, that we were more than good for a game against the Premier League side. So and it was a bit of a shame. But I mean, Southampton, we beat 5-0. They then beat us. Leicester beat us twice, but I'm pretty sure we gave them a game both times. And Leeds, did we get a draw? And did we beat them at our place? I think we did. Yeah, it was when Dodd was caretaker before that other manager came in. God, Ian Wilkins. God, imagine if we went up last season. I know. Well, we'd have probably got someone back like Ahmad, but Stewart would have been out for the full season.
Win then draw.
That said, we need a massive summer to get back to the top 6 anyway. We do. We really do. I don't want them to sort of do the opposite of what we need to do. So we know we need a bit of experience within this team. I don't want them to double down on that and just go, right, we need all experienced players now. And then you sort of uproot some really good youngsters that we have when we can play.
I hope KLD's got some good advisors. And if Speakman does go, he says, well, why don't we just get a manager in instead of a head coach?
And let him have a go at it.
Yeah. Because they must have spoke with managers who said they want control. So he must know that that's a thing.
Exactly. Ashish in down the right-hand side. The game's only just restarted recently, as it's a throw into Sheffield Wednesday right by the corner flag.
You keep an eye on that clock as well, because
I am.
You're ahead of me.
I know we're getting close to the time. 40 people watching so far. Thank you for joining us on the last home game, last game of the season, actually. Patrick Roberts, edge of the area into Job. Ashish now lays it off to Hume. Hume goes infield to Ekwar, goes back to Dan Ballard. There's the third. All the way to 09. Across to, is that Styles? It is. He crosses the halfway line now. Far side. Looking for his options. Job. Meggs is his man and then is fouled. So it's a free kick to Sunderland. Probably a bit too far out for a shot. Probably about 40 yards or so. Sheffield Wednesday are complaining there, but Job through the legs of his man and then sort of I think he's bought the foul more than it was a foul. Players look a bit stuck between ideas. They had some creative freedom with Tony Mowbray and now they look a bit lost. Must be disheartening to put that effort in behind a man they trusted 100% and then he's gone, says Lexi. Yeah, I think it's exactly that. Someone like Roberts and Clark were unbelievable for Tony Mowbray. Even this season, I know Roberts hadn't scored, but he was still playing quite well for us before his injury. And obviously Clark was arguably our best player. Ready to take the free kick. You ain't getting. Free kick comes in. 09 header, and it's a goal. Sunderland have gone 1-0 up. I think the flag's up, though. Yeah. Flag
Don't
is
do
up.
this to me. Oh.
Yeah. Sorry, the wife just came in and got something, so we were just swearing at each other. It's just what you do.
That's what you do.
Yeah, let's have a look. See if it comes in. It was a free header from 09. I thought it looked a bit easy. 09 sort of looking to the bench like VAR are going to interfere here, but that is they've put the angle behind the goal. You can't see from there if that's in or not, surely, like offside. Never mind, eh? It'll be on Twitter later on for us to complain about if it was onside. Dodds alluded to issues behind the scenes in his pre-game presser. Yeah, you were saying that as well, weren't you, Mike?
Yeah.
That he was sort of not happy. But again, he's probably on his way out or on his way to being demoted back to his other role. So what's he got to lose? We're on 25 minutes and 20 seconds at present.
Just popping it up so people know.
Yeah.
I'm going to watch the free kick now.
Yeah. See if you can tell if it's offside. Ballard just keeps feeling his knee. I don't think he's 100% out there. He's done it a few times now, been testing his knee. Stoke have gone 1-0 up against who are BRI?
Birmingham.
No, because Birmingham's BIR, not Bry. And Birmingham are at home against Norwich.
I couldn't tell. I couldn't tell if he was offside on the instant kick.
No. Stoke, Bristol City. There we go. Bry is Bristol City. Still not much going on in this game. I hope still our new coach brings his own staff in. Need a fresh group. I agree. Comrade Tank Ipswich are 1-0 up. Looking good for the Tractor Boys now. Yep, it is. That would see them into the Premier League. But who needs Broadhead and Kiefer more, eh? Job, forward to Clark. 2 men around him. Is brought down. Plays ball forward. Ref hasn't given anything. Keeper's going to stop a corner. It's chased down by Elise, who doesn't manage to get a block in, but he's forced the keeper to hoof it out straight for a throw-in. So their keeper looks about 6 years old. Someone throw up how old their keeper is, because he looks about 6.
I'm about 25 and a half minutes in.
We're on 27 now. Yep, there's the sign. Ipswich have gone 1-0 up. We'll be rejoining the Premier League for the first time since 2001, 2002, I think that would be, when they were in the UEFA Cup.
Dawson's their main keeper. Beadle. 19.
Oh, I was close. Sheffield Wednesday just playing it around the defence at the moment, looking for gaps. Like I say, they're happy with the draw at this point. They're 3 points clear anyway, so a draw would suit them down to the ground here. Sheffield Wednesday coming forward. Barry Bannon on the ball, halfway line, plays it out to the right-hand side. No one out with the Sheffield Wednesday player. Is he going to swing it in? Goes back to Bannon, infield to Palmer. Cross, it's a goal for Sheffield Wednesday. They've scored, 28 minutes gone. Sheffield Wednesday are 1-0 up. It was Palmer after a lovely ball through from Barry Bannon. Sheffield Wednesday take the lead here. 28 minutes gone.
Fuck's sake.
That was far too easy. Just 2 little passes around the area. It was a lovely move from the team, though. If we did want to look at this manager for next season, that was a lovely bit of play. I've got
to listen to it, then experience it.
Yeah.
We on 29?
Not yet. About 15 seconds, but they're just showing the celebrations at the moment. 10 seconds to go till 29. That was so easy. Just no one with him and then just straight across. Did he beat him at his near post? 29 minutes now, but they're still showing replays. He beat the keeper at his near post. As we come back to the game's underway, and the crowd are on their feet, all applauding. And Ian says, Jack got a mention on the stream. It's lovely to see. Ugh.
I gotta watch the goal.
Yeah. Well, thanks to everyone who was in the crowd there. Probably not listening to us, but that it really does mean a lot to all of us here at SAFC Fan TV that they've done that. And thank you to everyone at the club who did that as well.
The Sheffield Wednesday fans are going to be so confused, though. They just scored and the entire Sunderland crowd stood up and clapped. They're going to think we're the most sporting club in the world.
Jack's the type that would like something like that, though. He's laughing at that. He would have been the first one to be like, Sheffield Wednesday wouldn't have known what was happening, man. We'd have been celebrating their goal as well. 50 people watching. We're 30 minutes in now. Sheffield Wednesday 1, Sunderland 0. Palmer, far too easy goal. Just a moment before, thankfully, and rather moving tribute. The whole crowd stood up and applauded for Jack Shields, one of our own on Fan TV here. Right, across to Ballard. Sunderland coming forward with Hume. Hume infield to Ashish, back to Hume. All the way back to Ekwar, all the way across to 09. We don't want to win. Job facing his own goal. Plays it to Elise. Styles. Job. They love a triangle.
Who mentioned him on the stream, Ian? Was it Danny?
Hume coming forward. Plays it to Roberts. Ekwar across to Elise. Takes a touch down to 09. Styles. To Ekwar. Forward to Ashish. Beats Bannon to the ball first. Out to Roberts. Loses it, but he goes out for a Sunderland throw. Hume says he'll take the throw. What's he got forward? He throws it to Ashish. Ashish just gives it straight back to Sheffield Wednesday. Somehow it's bounced through to Ekwar. It's gone back to Dan Ballard. That's 5. Ian says the other lad, so it'll be Frankie. Which is nice of Frankie for all the efforts he put in today.
Make sure we send him a message after.
Yeah. Job coming to the edge of the area, tries a long-range shot, which is blocked, goes out for a throw-in on the far side. Ooh. Sorry, everyone. It's still a bit raw, shall we say? Ekwar. Forward to Ashish, out to Roberts. No, it's Hume, sorry. Over to Ekwar again. Is he going to shoot from distance? He does. It's blocked by Bannon. Goes all the way out to Ballard, right in front of the Sunderland dugout. Mike Dodds is there, waving his arms around like he has a clue what he's actually doing. Back to Bishop. By the way, the goal, Bishop was beaten with the ball right next to him. It wasn't actually, we didn't get a chance to mention it at the time. It was a terrible effort from the keeper to not save that. He went down low to his post and he still got beat sort of right here next to him. It wasn't like he flashed it across the goal or anything.
Yeah.
Ekwar to Hume. Back to Ekwar. Roberts to Hume again, right side. We're getting a bit more possession. He swings the ball in. It hits Ashish, and we've lost the ball again as Bannon comes away with it. Forward to Windass. They've all moved away from the ball. As Sunderland win it back. Clark up against his man now, 1-on-1. Shoots. Off the post. Oh, and Roberts can't get the follow-up. And Sheffield Wednesday come away with it. Edge of the area. Clark tried to swing the ball from the far side. Managed to get it round and over the keeper, but hit the post. Roberts was a bit too close and couldn't quite sort his feet out to tap in the rebound, as it were.
I get better. To watch the replay.
Yeah, better from Sunderland. As Conrad Tank says, Southampton have gone 2-1 up against Leeds. Steels McD, we don't practice shooting. We don't practice shooting. Well, we don't seem to practice football at this point. Has Clark had the ball? Not in the last few, but apart from that chance there, Harley. For God's sake, man, get someone through the middle with a bit of presence. Yes, pretty much, Ian. That's what we need. Marion Charles Jack, you were our star. Rest in peace. You will never be forgotten. Yeah, exactly, Marion. Exactly. Geordie Toon fan for life says, hi, lads. I put the match on at 12:45, wait till 12:59 and give Jack a standing ovation in my sitting room. Such devastating loss. Yes, I'm a mag, but that doesn't matter one bit. Well, thank you very much, mate. I appreciate that.
Yeah. Thank you.
Some things are bigger than rivalries, and I really appreciate that, and I'm sure we all do at the channel as well. Roberts crossing the halfway line now. He's got 2 men for company. Slides it into Ashish. He's running into nothing. Ball under his feet. Just loses it and is easily dispossessed. Sheffield Wednesday come away with it again. We are so crap. We really are. Ashish swings the cross in. Clark at the back post. He's got the ball. Facing up against the right back to Hume on the volley. It's out to Styles and it's about 3-4 meters wide. Couldn't hit a bull's arse with a banjo, says Ian. Pretty much.
Would Patterson have saved the goal?
Yes, probably, but not. I don't think it wouldn't have been like, elastic arms saving it or anything like that. I think he would have just been better positioned, because the amount of times, if you think back to saves Patterson makes where he's just in the right position, I think he would have done. It's the least I could do for you. Feel your pain, lads. Thank you very much, mate. Appreciate it. John Nesbitt, afternoon, lads. Not interested in the match. 2-0. I'm hoping you're wrong, but we'll see.
Is that 2-0 or is that 2+0? It's going to be more than 2-0.
Let's have a look here. Dear. They're coming across the halfway line, so I'm hoping it's not going to go to 2-0, but let's see. Palmer, infield to Bannon. Barry Bannon's getting far too much time on the ball. Ian says it's gone to 2-0, so this is great. Palmer plays it out to Windass.
Oh,
takes on Elise. He's beaten Elise. He's got 09 for company, swings it in, and it's 2-0. Who would have thought that, lads?
Sorry, I don't know why I had my notifications on.
Yeah. Josh Windass, 2-0 to Sheffield Wednesday. John Nesbitt, thinking of Jack right now. Yeah, I would be too. I'm trying to think of what he would say.
Do you know what? Do you know what the worst thing is? He'd have predicted a 2-0 loss. That's what it's been the last couple of predictions. So
he'd have been like, I hope we get the win, but to just kind of see it happening. And I think he would have known that Sheffield Wednesday were coming to win the game and secure their own survival. If it wasn't going to be 2-0, it was probably going to be a penalty to Chef Wed, because Luke O'Neill tried to block the cross with his arm.
I mean, is this putting a nail in your coffin of your career if you're Dodds? You've played a team like this with a second string keeper.
I wonder if as a sort of caretaker manager, do you actually get the option to say no? So, when he took over between Mowbray and Dodds and he won 2 out of 3, beat West Brom and he beat Leeds. Plymouth are winning, get in. So he beat them and you were like, okay. Then he lost 1 away at Bristol City and Beale came in. And you were kind of like, okay, well, he's certainly done better. Just leave it at that. When they then came back for him to be like, right, we're getting rid of Beale. It's you to the end of the season. Could he have just gone, not for me, this? Or because he works there and they haven't sacked him, no, you are doing this.
Well, yeah, it's kind of the obligation. Who would be? I get to watch the goal after everyone's reacted to it. There we go.
Well, Steels McD says, put the youngsters on. Rig, Watson and Hamir, take off Styles, Robert and Joe. There's no problem now. Just put Rig on. Put Mundell on. Let's just give him a go, because we're not actually bothering to play him.
Mundell's been threatening every time he's come on the pitch that we've not played him for the last 3 games. Absolutely does my head in. Stick Patterson on up front. Mundell in goal.
Yeah.
Watson in the defence.
Yeah. Why not, eh? Why not? Can someone also keep me up to date with the Arsenal score, please? Just because, obviously, I don't want Man City to win a 4th title in a row, just because that's dull. Cameron says it's a disgrace. It really is. John says Dodd's top coach, isn't he? And then there's some emojis that don't come up. I'm assuming they're middle fingers. Ian Wilkinson, get that bloody Job off. Yep, pretty much. As Job does a Cruyff turn into a shit. She's just been so poor. His first touch every time. He's just so loose, man.
Jesus Christ.
What about him?
My phone's ahead of the Fire Stick. So
all right, you're just going to watch it on there. What's your phone on?
It's still behind, probably. It's 38:55.
Okay, you're 10 seconds behind then.
Yeah, well, okay. Let's get Arsenal onto the Fire Stick then.
Dodds is a top coach, but not a top manager, Tom Wallace. Lexi, you can tell how much Dan does for us. I'm assuming Dan Neil, but yeah, you really can when he's been missing from the team. Same with Rig over the last few games. Like, I know we've still lost games, but Rig's always been one of the better players on. Well, at least the Sheffield Wednesday hoodoo of Patrick Roberts probably isn't going to come true for them. Unless he's going to score 3 goals, which is very unlikely.
Oh, Arsenal's got a penalty shout. They're giving it.
Get in. Have you been drinking, Tom? Says Ian. Sorry, just looking outside. My son's got a new football goal and he's just playing in the football goal with his mum.
I've just had a thought, like, if it was the end of a season and there was actually something to play for and other results mattered, this would be a good thing to do where you've got the other games playing at the same time.
Yeah.
Just, you know.
A bit like Sky Sports, for example.
Yeah.
Or Final Score.
Yeah, why tune in? Let's just
Sheffield Wednesday, edge of the area, shot, it's blocked, up against... No, Ekwaz managed to get a toe to it and take it away. As Clark was attempted to be wiped out. He's driving forward. He's got 2 for company. Plays it infield to Job. He's got Hume on the far side. Sorry, Roberts. Roberts gets there before his man. Look, their coach, man, is literally marshalling every player on that pitch in every second. You can see him. He's playing the game on the side. Whereas Dodds a moment ago just slumped and walked back to his seat. Elise in behind, tackle, it's in the area, and oh my God, Roberts has blazed it over the bar from about 6 yards out. Not just over the bar, like massively over the bar.
Right. Are you?
They've cut to him just in time for any lip readers out there to where he shouted an F word really loudly.
As you said them words, it literally came on the Sunderland Twitter feed. Robert blazes it over the bar. The exact same words.
I'm their Twitter feed. I've just got it on my microphone the whole time.
There's a big VAR check going on for this Arsenal penalty. It's took 2 minutes so far.
They could take 3 players off and we still wouldn't score, says Steels McD. Yeah. Ian says Robert's boots are tied. Well, they weren't there. He got a proper swing on that one. That sums up Robert's whole season right there. Colin Major, rest in peace, Jack. Gone and never forgotten. Yep. Right. Thank you. Thank you, Colin. Lee, Dodds isn't a top coach. He hasn't got a clue. Tom Wallace, no, I actually think he's a top coach, but he can't manage a team. You need to remember that he coached Jude Bellingham and we can all see the player he's become. He did coach him up until he went to Dortmund. And then I think somebody else can take the credit from there. But you are right. He did do that. He probably works better. He was the youth coach for us for a while.
I've just seen Roberts' reaction. Arsenal's been given the penalty after VAR. And
nice.
Saka's lining up to take it now.
Good. Saka's in my fantasy team. Sheffield Wednesday coming forward again. Shot. Oh, he's gone past 3 men. He's surrounded, edge of the area, shot over the bar. This is really poor from Sunderland. They had about 5 players around him, and he still managed to dance around them all and lay the ball off to somebody else. It's really poor.
On the bright side, the shop windows getting emptier and emptier for other clubs.
Yeah, we're going to be left with all these players rather than have our players taken away from us.
Sold the keeper. Arsenal 1, Bournemouth 0.
Good stuff.
It was a slow penalty, but he sold him so much that the keeper went to go the other way and he fell onto his hand and he just watched it go in.
Well, that's a good start for me. Long ball forward, Sheffield Wednesday up against Ballard. Ballard pushes his man over because he's mint. Shields the ball out to Hume. Hume coming forward, smashes it across the pitch looking for Clark. It's not going to get there. Clark might get the second ball. He doesn't. Sheffield Wednesday again come away with it. Clark for company. Clark does very well tracking back to get the ball. Is he going to shield it out? No, he's turned him, and the linesman's given a free kick, actually. It was actually good tracking back and good defensive work from Jack Clark there. Puts the ball down, and we get away with it as Ekwar is in field now. Do you remember how good Ekwar was last season, man? Do you remember how good this whole team was last season, man?
Ekwar, before that brutal dead leg.
Yeah. Clark taking on the right back. Beats him into Job. Shot. Oh, my God. It missed. Is he going for a corner? No, they've given a goal kick, but he completely miskicked it that it just probably ricocheted off about 3 or 4 people. If you were a manager, would you buy any of our lot? Piss off, Job, says he. I mean, it's it is.
I'd buy Ballard.
Yeah, Ballard. I think if you're a team coming down, someone like Sheffield United, I'd probably end up, or I'd look at someone like Jack Clark as well. It's probably better. Patterson, if you want a young number 2 that might sort of come in and take lessons off of your more solid number 1. I keep forgetting Ashish is playing.
Do you think Clark would? Do you think Clark would go to a club coming down into the Championship?
Probably not, but it depends on the money, doesn't it? Mm. It's a bit like Stewart. Was there a point in going to Southampton? And it looks less and less likely that was actually a good choice by both him and Southampton. We all have opinions. I think our new manager needs to bring in his own guys with him. Yep, Lee, I agree. I think we've tried too long to force things into the model we want. So that applies with the coaching staff as well. That I think we're in this position now, and we've had Mowbray, we've had Beale, and we've had Dodds. And apart from Mowbray, when they sort of made his team worse for him, it's pretty much been the same. We need a whole change really in the sort of playing in the staff, really. Reset,
wipe them all out.
I mean, I wouldn't go that far, but I get you. That was terrible play from Sunderland as we lose the ball again. It goes out for a Sheffield Wednesday throw. There was 5 minutes added on at half-time, so that means even more of this game.
Stimulating.
Exactly. Tom Wallace, quick run through today. Starting 11, keep, sell, or loan. Okay. Bishop, sell. Hume, keep. O'Nien, keep. Ballard, keep. Elise, keep. Styles, I can send him back. I'd send him back at this point. Ekwar, I'm on the fence. Job, I would sell while he's vaguely worth something. Roberts, I would sell. Clark, I think we're going to sell. And Ashish, I would probably sell as well.
I'd agree. Apart from Roberts, I'd probably keep. A bit of experience. Just needs his time.
I think the only time he was ever prolific for us is when you had a second right winger with him in Ahmad. That's when he looked the best, when he had somebody else stood next to him. You're right. They will go anywhere for the right money. Clark is gone. Just hope Ballard and Neil stick around. Yeah, it's Ballard and Neil are the two. And Rigg. I do hope we keep Rigg and give him a proper go. I'd really like to see Mundell play more, but I don't quite get it at the moment. Corner at Sunderland, swings it in, and it's caught by the 6-year-old. He outjumped everybody. God, you're worse than Speakman. Ha ha ha. Has anyone seen Will Still supposed to be at the game today? Has anyone seen?
Well, has anyone seen
it? Has it in him, and will hopefully bounce back next season. I hope you're right, because I do like him.
I'd hate to see us sell Roberts and then sign Ahmad, because that was a good partnership.
It was, but I think Ahmad's better than Roberts.
Half-time called at Arsenal, 1-0.
Lovely. Well, as long as Ipswich, Plymouth, and Arsenal are winning, I've not got a bet on it. I probably should have done. Hey ho. I don't. Should we just be playing the game of Sunderland going to score today? West Bromwich Albion 1-0 up at Preston.
Bolton, on the good news, Bolton might be coming up. They won 3-1 in their playoff.
Is it good news? Because I like Barnsley, a friend of mine at work. Also,
it's good news for me because it's there.
They're both fairly close by, though. There's no real loser if whoever comes up from those two. Who's the other side of the playoffs in League One?
I'm not sure, to be fair. Not really.
All I know is that Portsmouth coming up as well, and that I still consider that a vague rivalry. Don't like Portsmouth.
Oh my God, I'm at 49 minutes, 50 minutes.
Oh, bang on. Absolutely. You've just got half time. There you go. Unbelievable.
I'm in sync.
Took you 45 minutes to get in sync, and now you get to watch half time at the same time as me.
We'll get a loading circle now and it'll all freeze up.
Hey. So, seeing as we've got 53 people in the chat and I've gone through the team, should we see if the comments do it? So, Bishop, everybody. What would you say? Keep, loan out, or sell? We'll see if a few people put some comments in. What about him? What do you think, Mike?
Bishop, I don't know. I've not seen enough of him. Keep him if he's going to be a youth team keeper, but we definitely need an experienced keeper. So if it means we've got to get rid of him to sign somebody, then yeah, get rid of him. So yeah, it's.
Tom says loan. Ian says sell. Still waiting on the other 48 people to type.
Well,
I know they're all going to do.
Give me 1 second while you speak to the comments.
I will sit in silence. Oh, he's gone. He's actually just left me. What an ass. We've got Young lad coming through. Yes, Ian, I think that is Matthew Young. I think he'll be our number 2 next season unless we lose Patterson as well. Try Hume. I would probably keep Try Hume. Same as Pembele. I would keep them both. I think Huggins is the one that we would probably sell / loan out because we've had him since League One and I don't think he's ever played more than about 5 or 6 games without getting injured. So I think we keep Hume and Pembele. John Nesbitt says sell. Sell Hume. All right, John. Can you explain why, John? He was sell Huggins. Luke 09. What are we doing with Luke 09, everyone? Mr. Sunderland. Mr. Handball in the centre circle. Mr. Piggybacks. Mr. Kisses opposition players. What are we doing with Luke? I don't think he should be a centre-back, says Lexi. Yeah, that's pretty much it for me. I'm not saying he's had a bad season at centre-back. I just, I don't want him at centre-back. Keep, but not first-team squad player. Keep 1 more season, says Tom. That's fair.
Who are we up to?
09.
09? Oh, keep him forever.
Yeah.
Keep him forever.
Obviously, I'm assuming it goes without saying that we all want to keep Dan Ballard.
Want to, yes. Will it happen? I don't know. He's probably got the most value, but he's shown the most value in the last 6 games to me.
Yeah.
If I was a scout for another team.
Yeah. For me, Ballard and Elise should be our centre-back pairing, really. They're both quick. They're both strong and powerful. I would love to see Ballard and Elise with Sirkin at left back.
Does Elise play centre back?
Yeah, he plays left centre back, or he certainly did last season. He isn't just a left back.
He's definitely got more of a presence than 09.
John Nesbitt can't see us surviving in this league next season with these players. Oh God,
I genuinely think we need, if we get a good manager or a good head coach, one experienced striker, just one really good experienced striker.
And he gets injured on the first game.
Experienced goalkeeper, experienced striker, job done. That's all we need. All we need.
I think so.
Well, I'm not even saying he plays every game as an experienced striker, just to have him mentoring the ones we have.
Well, actually, that's the point then. So you got 3 strikers. Well, we've got 4 strikers here, really. But Burstow goes back anyway. So out of Hamir, Mayenda, and Rusin, what we're doing with all of them, you can sell them all if you want to. Why is Bishop beating at his near post, man? Steve Gill, 09's cover for Patterson.
Yeah. He has done multiple times this season.
Yeah. That save he made at the Watford game at the halfway line. Conrad Tank says we need 2 solid strikers. Yep. Feels that way. Lexi, we have had some pretty horrid injuries this season, and the backups were just not good enough either way. Yeah. I'm trying to think of the big injury. Well, Roberts was out for a long time, wasn't he? Weirdly, though, the strikers I don't think have ever been injured, but yet they just still didn't score. But Elise and Sirkin are our big injuries, and they were injured a bit last season. They've been injured a bit this season. Huggins as well. Because Huggins, when he played, did show signs of being good for us, but just made of glass. These are some poor chances we were missing here in these replays. Sell him here, not seen enough of Mayenda. Keep Bruce in, but needs to play alongside a target man.
Oh.
Sell them all. We need a lot of changes for next season, says Tom. Yeah. Lexi Evans was a huge miss. Yeah, someone of his experience, it definitely was a miss.
Guess what? I'm back to cannot play.
Oh, right. Okay. That's great then. Rusin on the left wing next season. That's what Sunder Freak says. What a name.
Sunder Freak. Rusin, I'm not sure of, but Mayenda, I think he showed a lot of potential in the 1 or 2 games we saw him. And I was shocked that we sent him out on loan, to be fair, but if we'd have had a couple of if we had strikers that were on form, I'd have understood sending him out on loan more. But Hamir would have benefited more from a loan.
It did just feel like, oh, hang on, why are we getting rid of him when the other 3 aren't doing anything anyway? Yeah. Well, Colin Todd getting interviewed. Go sign him. We've got the scores on at the moment. They're using clearly a different font size for West Brom and Preston's scores, but hey-ho. The main thing that's happening in this division is Leeds are losing 2-1 to Southampton and Ipswich are winning 1-0. So as it stands, Ipswich will be in the Premier League. Huddersfield will be relegated. And I believe, I didn't see it because I wasn't really paying attention, Birmingham... what are Birmingham doing? Birmingham are drawing 0-0 with Norwich at present, so they would be going down as well. So it would be Birmingham and Huddersfield joining Rotherham going down. You would have Blackburn, Plymouth, and Sheffield Wednesday who all just survive. The mad thing is how bad Sheffield Wednesday started this season. They are 3 points behind us if it all stays like this.
Yeah, we've just thrown everything away this season. Lexi says, I think Mayenda has played once since loan. Usually he's on the bench. Well, that's a progressive loan then.
John Nesbitt, Ballard keep, 09 sell, Roberts giveaway, Styles send him back, Barr get rid, Hamir sell, Rusty sell, bloody hell, the whole team are poor, sell the lot. It's just, I don't really know where to go with it. We're 16th, says Ian. I know. Do you remember last week when I was like, oh, at least if we're 13th, it's top of the bottom half. But Jesus, it's oh man.
We've had 9 shots.
We survived by 8 points based on this.
That's mad, isn't it? We've had 9 shots in this game. One more than them.
All wide. Honestly. It's been a very tough season for being a Sunderland fan. Not tough as in, the last Championship season we had where we got relegated to League One. Just tough as in it promised so much from the season before. We weren't a million miles away from last season stuff, but obviously the summer recruitment really let Tony Mowbray down. which they then judged as him not being up to it anymore and made a decision, which then brought in a wrong manager who made it worse, who then put in a caretaker who was about the same as the manager anyway, and just retained its poor nature. Seems to be an applause going on at the minute at the ground for Charlie Hurley. Must be the interviews on the side of the pitch, I think. Do you remember the halftime game there used to be where you used to get a fan from both teams to run around the edge, chase after the ball, and the first one to score wins? You see it when they did the Plymouth Argyle fan. What a game that was at halftime.
I've just had a news article pop up from Clareton Hugh, which is a West Ham blog.
And it says the West Ham youngster who's never played a game.
It says Mubama, who's the West Ham striker, and Will Still to join forces at Sunderland.
Nice. They made they made him the fall guy for their failure, and we deserve this season because of it. Yeah, I think that's true about Tony Mowbray. I really do.
This is a striker we want to sign. He has made 18 senior appearances in all competitions under David Moyes, scoring 1 goal.
Oh, God.
It's exactly what we need. Fuck off.
Why can't we ever have a striker who's like, he's played 40 games in the Championship, scoring like 20 odd? Like, that's what I want.
At least.
Yeah. I keep seeing us getting linked with Sammy Schmodox at Blackburn, but he's had like 1 good season in the Championship, and it would just feel to me like it's a Bradley Dack-esque signing. There's been lots on these lot being on the beach for weeks now, totally unprofessional, take their passports away from them. I'm not sure they can legally do that, John. But, why not? Do you remember when Mike Beer went, "You're all in tomorrow, but I'm off home for a bit. See you later, lad." Look how that turned out for him.
Yeah. Has Burstow been sent home already?
I assume so at this point. Do you remember Hamir in pre-season scoring every single game? Absolute great headers, and yet now we're just like, we're not passing to you, mate. Yes. Will there be changes at half-time? Yes, I would like to see KLD come down and just fire Dodds on the sideline and just put himself in charge for 45 minutes. It can't be any worse.
That sounds like a Speakman job to me.
Yeah. Looks like, was this the highlight? Ballard definitely looks like he hurt his knee at one point earlier on in the first half. 909. Oh, it's so poor. Every chance that Sheffield Wednesday had, whether it went in or not, was just so poor. I'll also weirdly be glad to see the back of this kit. It just never felt right for me. With the big white bar across the top of it.
No, I don't know. The kits have missed for me every season recently. I didn't even like the fade down one, stuff like that. Just...
I liked last season's, and I do regret not getting it. But it wasn't like an absolute iconic kit, and that's what I'm sort of more used to with Sunderland now. Is kits are just fine. That's about it. They're fine or bad. They're never like old school iconic ones,
Yeah.
I think the key to next season is to have a manager, not a coach. A manager who gets to bring the players he wants, have the players he wants. But will it happen? I don't know. Yeah, it's probably the one. That was Tom Wallace. Oh, dear. 45 minutes left, and then we're off for the summer. Now, we'll probably still do some videos in and around.
We need to sort out this team and see who's selling.
Yeah, we need to do a keep, sell, or loan sort of video, don't we?
Yeah.
And then rank all away kits. Their goal was so easy, just one ball, back to Bannon, in between two midfielders. Nobody went with him, and then he beats Bishop at his near post. Oh, here's the angle again. All right, Bishop. How far away from his post is he? It went in between his arm here. It went right in between his arm. Hey, 70 people watching. Neil Flurry says, test. Did you miss off the ickle?
What are you testing?
Yeah.
testing.
This isn't the place for a test. Is there a maximum number of characters? You're only allowed 22 players on a pitch, if that's what you mean.
I think he's talking about in the chat box.
I know he's talking about in the chat box. Come on, man.
It's been a long week.
Yeah. Is there a maximum number of characters? I mean, if you've got an essay, you can try and put it in there. Whether we read it or not is another thing.
There is a maximum number of characters. I don't know what it is off the top of my head. I think it's 150, possibly. Why? What are you attempting to write?
Steve Gill, my son follows French football and he says Will Still is Andre Villas-Boas one-hit wonder. John Nesbitt, in all seriousness, lads, we are in a complete mess. If Speakman is not stopped, we are going to have a horrible time next year. Ian Wilkinson says 2 changes, Evans and Rigg. Neil says this team is not playing for the coach. Yeah, I don't think they've played for the last 2 or 3, potentially. Who's come off for those? So there's Corey Evans, probably his last time. He's been given the captain's armband. Styles and Roberts, it was for Rigg and Evans.
Interesting.
I'll take the players to Catrick Garrison and get the Paras to beast them, says... How do you say that? Jovo?
Wavo.
Wavo.
I'm guessing.
Like Chavo Guerrero.
Yeah.
He couldn't pick his nose, says Neil. It's been a bit of a dull one, hasn't it? Been a bit of a season to forget. It will not live long in the memory. I'm trying to even think of, did we even have any moments that were like, oh, that moment was good? But I think the best it got was like 3-0 away at Sheffield. 5-1?
Was it the
Southampton game at the start? 5-0. Yeah, 5-0. That was
5-0.
Probably it when it was like, oh, Southampton unbeaten coming to Sunderland, and we just went, thanks for the 10-0 and the 5-0.
Yeah, and that kind of was so early on in the season. You were like, yes, this is the season.
This is it.
And it's just
gone. Ipswich 2-0 up. Congratulations on Ipswich. Fantastic achievement, says Conrad. It really is. Be interested to see, because Kieran McKenna, we tried to poach him in January to be our manager. So I'd be interested to see how he does in the Premier League with Ipswich. Job and Adil still on. Unbelievable, says Ian. Also be interested to see how Ipswich spend money, because we wouldn't put money in for Broadhead. We wouldn't put money in for Kiefer Moore. And yet they have spent a bit of money just coming up from League One. And look at all the good it's done them. They finished second in the Championship and now play Premier League. Yeah. So they've recouped that money. Even if they get relegated next season, they've recouped that money. Sheffield Wednesday through on goal. Great tackle by O'Nien, who wrestles his man to the floor. He's got him in the leg. I don't know what he's doing, but he had his head between his legs and almost looked like he was trying to powerbomb him.
I get to watch it shortly. We've not kicked off at me.
Oh, nine, man. Just a bit of drama. It was a lovely, strong challenge. Then he rolled Windass over and then basically tried to lift him up and sort of fold him over on his legs. He's a character, isn't he? That's how many characters you can have, Neil. Lovely 1-2 to nobody. As actually, Humes carried on running through on goal, plays the ball across to the Sheffield Wednesday defender, who plays it back to him.
If Job had an East Pace, then he could have got on that.
Yep. Adil, or Ashish, whatever he's called. Hume, back to Chris Rigg. Chris Rigg sprays it across to Elise. Ian says, watch this header. Clark dinks it in. Header. Oh, that's dreadful. Absolutely dreadful. Thanks, Ian. I was with bated breath waiting for that one.
I'm in sync now, by the way. For now, touch wood.
Jesus. This is a great game, lads. It's a free header and you skim it 4 meters wide, man. You're a professional footballer.
How much product's on his hair that it slipped off at that angle? I didn't think that was possible.
Ian's
You wouldn't have that issue, would you, Conrad? You wouldn't have that.
Job's just scythed somebody down for no reason. You can always notice when Luke has been watching WWE before a game. Yeah, very true.
The downside is my stream's suddenly caught up with itself, but I've missed the whole Luke 09 thing. So I'm gonna have to find replays later.
It'll be on Instagram or Twitter later. Oh dear. Hey.
What's that name? Irufa? Agra? What?
I don't know. Ugbo.
Ugbo.
Sheffield Wednesday. 3 passes and they're out, already on the attack again.
Oh,
Beating
Jesus.
Elise just pulls him down by his arm. This is fantastic. Lads, let's sack the game off. Let's just have a laugh here.
He nearly pulled his arm out of his socket.
When you watch the pre-match interviews, you could have seen at least a 3-0 defeat, says Neil. Elise, we've lost the plot. Let's just have a laugh now. Like, do you know what? I want a Virginia-esque own goal here. Swing it in and someone absolutely rifle one into the net.
Oh dear.
Jesus. Okay, maybe I'll loan out Elise. Now I've seen that. You're getting beat that easy, and then you're just giving away a yellow card like that. It's just stupid.
Yeah, I thought it was quite subtle. I don't see the problem.
Walked off with his arm. Free kick comes in. We win the header. Out to Josh Windass.
Oh, now he's having his shirt pulled all over the place then.
Never mind. Bannon. Oh, does well. Very clever. Leads the ball to roll out, so he's not offside. This is so entertaining.
Oh God, he's one ugly guy, Bannon, isn't he?
bloody good player though. I think we'd like to have that sort of experience and drive in our midfield compared to what we have.
Yeah,
Long throw-in from Sheffield Wednesday. Bishop comes out and gets a good fist on it. He is very good at fisting.
So what you're saying, we need to sign somebody who looks like a middle-aged balding crackhead, is what you're saying.
You're saying they sign me, basically. I've got it to be in the Sunderland midfield. Honestly, I when I play football, I stay at one end or the other. I haven't got it in me to run back and forth.
Yeah.
None of this pass and move. Pass it to me. That's all I want, and I'll pass it away. I'm not moving for it.
You go for the Darren Bent tactic and just sit there in the box.
Pretty much.
We
surrounded their player about 4 times, and he just ran out with the ball, man.
Yeah. Coming up to the 51st minute, there's 55 people watching the stream. Thanks for being here. Stream sponsored by 3 Retro today. Check out the links and the...
We'll have to do a proper plug for them at the end.
Discount codes in the bottom.
Have we given the free kick away again? Lovely. Like to see it, lads. Can we get Bradley Dack on?
Yeah. A proven goal scorer, exactly what we need.
Yeah. The amount of empty seats, Christ.
They're all
season finished. Yeah, we thought that a few months ago, didn't we?
There's more than that there. They're just all in the club shop getting the end of season sale items.
Probably. They're gonna the media team will be scrambling to find like a good news story or something like that, won't they? For tomorrow to be like, oh my God, we've had a terrible season. We need something good.
Oh,
is he going to shoot?
Oh Jesus, Bannon. That was a bullet.
Oh, hit Job and out for a throw-in.
That was a goddamn bullet.
Yep. See, I told you we could have done with him.
Maybe that's how he does well. You don't get your fix unless you score.
Yep.
Oh dear.
Corner to Sheffield Wednesday. Attacking the Roker end. They've taken it short. Bannon's on the ball again. Infield. Windass lines it up. Blocked. It's going to go out for another Sunderland corner. No, Bishop just managed to keep hold of it. Doesn't get us underway quickly. Rolls it out now. Ashish back to the goalie. This is great play, lads. Hoofs the ball forward. Chris Rigg up against their centre-back. Chris Rigg holds him off well and keeps the ball beaten. 1. going down the right-hand side. He's all on his own up there. Beaten one, takes on the other. I tried to win a corner, but it just bounced through to the goalkeeper. That was good play.
What else could he do? Nobody was catching up.
Nobody was with him, but that's the type of player that he is. He held off two players who are massively bigger than him. Still managed to get forward and nearly win as a corner.
Yeah, but he did it for long enough. He must be thinking, where's the rest of the team?
Dodds is looking at it going, God, that guy's great. I should sub him off. Neil, I hope Jack Shields is watching with Charlie Hurley and they're having a pint together. He will. Jack will be chewing his ear off about Sunderland at this point. Love to chat about Sunderland. So I think it won't be long before Charlie's going, all right, Jack, give it a rest. Yeah, they probably will be.
Quick mention, everyone's mentioned Hurley, but it was also Fulup's. It would have been Fulup's 44th birthday as well.
41st, yeah.
Yeah.
I saw that, and I was speaking to my wife about it, and she was a bit like, "Oh, did you ever see him play?" I was like, "Oh, loads of times." Like, was he still at? He wasn't still at Sunderland, I don't think, at that point. He'd moved on, but
yeah,
he's just always thought of as like a Sunderland legend, Martin Fuller.
Yeah, he had a long serving with us, didn't he?
Yeah, he was always like, I don't think he was ever the number one goalie, but he was like the best number two we've ever had. Like, and you knew when he came in, you're just like, well, it's still going to be just as good. He's a great keeper.
Yeah, not like when Dodds plays Bishop and you think,
And Bishop forgets to sew his arms on. Birmingham are beating Norwich 1-0. So at this point, is that enough for them? Because Plymouth are winning as well. I think they're still going down at this point.
Back to Ballard.
Oh, I've lost count now. And interest. I mean,
Ballard.
Yeah. At this point, what's the Blackburn score? That's the interesting one. Blackburn are drawing with Leicester. So if Leicester take the lead against Blackburn will drop into the bottom three.
We look like a team that's never played together. We're passing it round, but every pass is overweighted, underweighted, received badly.
Yeah.
Clark with it now on the left-hand side. Got Job on the overlap, but he'll cut inside because nobody wants to pass it to Job.
Yep.
Ekwa looked like he was going to tee up for a shot. Instead, he does a terrible pass.
Ekwa's like, he's playing very central, yet we know he's better on his left foot, so why is he not sort of slightly out to the right for those like long-range left-footed shots that he has?
I don't know. You can't blame the players. We don't know if they're playing to Mike Dodd's specific instructions at this stage.
But like in my head, he should be playing sort of like right centre mid. Do you know what I mean? For left-footed shots.
Oh my God. Did we just put that out for a corner?
We did. So basically, at this point, if Leicester take the lead against Blackburn are going down. As it stands, Birmingham are going down. And Hull need to, I think, score twice to put Plymouth in trouble at this point. Chaos.
All to play for, none for us.
Yeah. I just hope Sheffield Wednesday will stay up. I support the Owl, says Oswald17. Well, you probably will, because we ain't coming back. We've got nothing.
He supports who?
The Owls.
Who?
The Owls.
Who?
The Owls. Did you know there's a secret society where one of us is an owl?
Who?
Well, that's just it. We don't...
SAFC Fan TV, home of your terrible jokes.
O'Nien cuts it out. Nearly went into his own net, but Elise clears up to nobody. This is great.
Nobody's even gambling being up there.
No. Why
is Ashish still on the pitch?
Yeah, it was just why is he still playing, man? He's awful. He's not, well, he might not be awful, but he's not a sole striker. He's not a false nine.
We don't have a sole striker.
No. We bought 4 in hopes that one would be that, and it didn't happen. Do you reckon they're even going to do, the applause at the end, or do you reckon they just get booed?
Well, what did they say? It was going to be the 87th minute or something?
No, I mean, like at the end of a season, they always do the applause round. The players go around and do like a lap of honour or something, don't they?
Yeah, it'd be nice. There'll be about 12 people left in the stadium at that point,
yeah.
But
Oh, under a bit of pressure. Comes away with the ball. Very good.
Advantage played by the ref as he almost lost his shorts.
Yeah.
Hume coming through the middle, dinks one over towards Clark, but the Sheffield Wednesday Palmer gets it away for a corner for Sunderland.
The 6-year-old high-fives him as well.
Taken quickly to Ashish, who tries to turn two men. He can't take on one, don't know why he's trying to. Gives it back to Clark, who can take people on. Cuts on the inside, shooting opportunity, delivers it into the middle. Nobody takes a swing for it. Bobs around, and it's gone out. Hume will get it back in, over to Clark again. Clark maybe thinks I should go for the shot this time. Is it dinked out there for another corner?
Goal kick.
Is it? Couldn't see properly.
Another trucker.
He looked like he was teeing up for his usual type of shot, but he then took it very gently to try and put it in the middle. But there was Ballard, I think, an 09 in there, who just neither.
I thought it looked like it was floating through to Ballard, but it must have been going even slower than we thought from this angle.
Yeah. 30 minutes of this horrendous season to go.
Plus added time. Sheffield Wednesday coming forward, swings it in. Ballard clears. Out to Chris Rigg, takes control of it, hoofs it forward.
Nobody's there.
I think we need to get off Clark for Watson. Ashish needs to go off. And, yeah.
Mike Dodds has never played the game.
We can play till midnight and not score, says DJ Dave. Yeah, Mike Dodds has not got a clue.
John Nesbitt said he's just passed the ground and people are streaming out.
Yeah, that would probably make sense. Do you still get 5 subs?
Think so.
Yeah. We may as well take off Job, take off Ashish, take off Clark at this point. Because at least Clark might get a goodbye round of applause.
Yeah, with the few fans that are remaining.
Yeah. They've simply given up, Ian says. Sheffield Wednesday in again. Cross, cleared by Corey Evans. Took up a good position, actually, there to cut out the balls at the back post.
Oh, she's just fell over so slowly.
She fell over. But did you see Chris Rigg just kept going get up, get up?
Yeah, well...
Sheffield Wednesday in again. Hugh manages to push his man out of the way. It says a lot that Chris Rigg, a 16, 17-year-old, is trying to drag this team into sort of any form of life, really, isn't it?
Yeah. 2 seconds, take over 1 sec.
Yeah, no worries. 2 seconds, take over 1 sec. Good bit of maths there. Bishop out to 09. Down to Elise near side. See, Sheffield Wednesday 2-0 up, still high pressing us. They're pressing Bishop as well. He goes long, finds Ashish, little touch through to Chris Rigg. Chris Rigg does well against 2 players there. Chris Rigg's class. Over to Hume. Ballard. Don't know if you saw that there, Mike, but Chris Rigg took the ball out of the air and then turned 2 men and still managed to lay it off.
Ashish is down, hopefully injured.
Good. Ekwar forward to Joe. Joe doing absolutely nothing. Elise holds off his man, plays it out to Clark. 1-on-1, plays it to Elise. You're asking a lot there, but Elise does get there. God, that centre-back was not messing about.
Nope.
Leicester, Birmingham, boom, and bye-bye Birmingham. I think he's meant to put 1-0, so Blackburn are winning 1-0.
We have got Hamir and Mundell warming up on the sideline.
That's probably just to sort of say, earn your wage, lads. Don't just sit down all day. So, yeah, Blackburn have taken the lead. So it's all on Hull to score twice for Birmingham City to survive.
Oh!
Clark's volley over the bar. That was probably the best move of the game for us. And it was hideous. Here's the thing. Who do we actually think Clark's going to go to? Like we've said, we're not 100% convinced he's going to play in the Premier League. But who does he go to?
Burnley had a lot of interest before, didn't he?
Mm.
He doesn't want to move here.
No. But Burnley might not stay in the Premier League.
Oh, great cut out by Ballard.
Yeah.
Clark.
Ballard up front. Go on, lad.
Oh. Clark tries to take on his man, loses the ball, and he fights to get it back, though, and wins the foul. Well done there. Showing a bit of grit there from Clark. Nice to see.
Hull to score is enough for Birmingham, says Conrad Tank. No, Plymouth have a better goal difference. We're dropped to -12 and Birmingham are on -15.
Oh, 9. Oh, sheesh. Job in a great position for a shot. What?
For God's sake. I was so hoping that Steve McD had put Job, oh my God, as in like an absolute wonder goal, but he just air kicked the ball. Like,
is he left-footed?
Is he a footballer? Oh my God.
The replay is even more sickening.
How is your brother the best player in the world? Like, and this is you. Do you know what, though? Like, to his credit, when he actually plays as a false 9, he's actually better. It's just when he's on this sort of burst forward from midfield thing, I don't think he's just not with it. On Josh Windass, off Josh Windass, it flashed up there on the board. He isn't any-footed, to Steels McD. Clark to go to Hilton Castle Workmen's Club or Probs West Ham. Callum Patterson on for Windass. They fixed it. It's Callum Patterson, not Windass for Windass.
Twice the Windass.
Yeah. And then Bambo Diaby for Paul Valentin. Get a grip, Conrad. He's crap. Sorry, Ian. That's you off my Cornetto list. His best games for us have been when he's been further forward. You have to admit that. Not saying that's a good thing, just saying his best games for us have been when he's further forward.
But I mean, that's a short list.
Yeah.
I mean, I would love to see the YouTube video of Job's highlights for this season. I think you could get it into a short, to be fair.
Probably. Nope. Once is enough since Plymouth, then they would end up on 49. Oh, yeah, of course. It's not 1 point yet. I'm stupid, Conrad.
Job did well there, though.
No, he didn't. Still crap, says Ian. Look at the comments. You are right, Conrad. Thank. My bad. I'm thinking they would lose a point. Yeah, it's 2. Can't do maths.
Clark on the run now. He's going to put it out for a run for Alshish, but Alshish is never going to get to that. The keeper comes out, gets it clear all the way back to Ballard. That was a bit of a stretch, calling that one a back to Ballard.
Yeah.
That one's back to Ballard.
There we go. That's the one. Look at their manager, man. So animated on the touchline, like telling the players every position they should be in and moving them side to side. And Dodds is not even there. He's not even there.
Yeah. Dodds has got an early dart, to avoid the crowds of people around his car.
Yeah, I saw that, Steels McD. There was a YouTube video of Job and Clark doing some shooting, like drills, with a YouTuber, and I remember watching it. And they actually finished joint lowest, I think it was, out of everyone that had taken part out of the divisions.
Oh wow!
Yeah.
Good to know.
Experience. Evans has made a big difference.
Has he?
I don't know if he's taking the mic or not.
We've lost what is sarcasm these days.
Yeah. I do.
Long ball forward for Ashish. Good position. Shot. Oh, diving save. That was probably the best opportunity we've had.
See that? Route 1 football, and he was through and had a shot.
Yeah, it's amazing. Maybe we should try it more often this season. Oh, too late.
Yeah. Maybe in the next game.
Ekwa playing centre back at the moment. Sunderland on the attack again here on the right. It's going to be digged into the centre, straight to it. Sheffield Wednesday head. Now Sheesh is up for it. Ekwa.
Oh, that was a volley, that Ekwa. Come on. West Brom
ends up with Elise, though. Down to Clark on the left-hand side. He's got Elise behind him for company. Cuts through the middle, gets past 1, 2, 3 shots. Keeper deflects it. Went straight to the keeper, though, to be fair. It made the keeper look better than he is.
Came through the crowd straight at the goalie, though.
Mm-hmm.
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 Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
He doesn't look up, does he?
Southampton playoff final so Leeds can lose. Yeah, that would be nice. Anybody but Norwich. We don't want Delia up there. Let's be having you.
Oh,
There's no
God.
way they
That was so cringy, that moment. I still remember that.
Great shot by Evans. Ian, you're spoiling it for us. Oh, look, Corey Evans. What a shot. And it wasn't a great shot, Ian. Your sarcasm is awful.
The tone of your text is all wrong.
Your commentary is worse than ours, Ian. Come on. I could be outside playing football with my son, but yeah, I'm sat here watching this dross. Stadium's empty now.
Seems weird that they're going to do a tribute clap towards the end of the game. Do you think that was an effort to keep people in there?
Probably.
I'm glad we got Jacks at 29 minutes.
Yeah. You'd feel a bit mugged off now if you're Charlie Hurley's family and they're just not doing it. That's probably why they did it at half time as well, just in case. It's boys against men regarding the coaching. Yep, pretty much. Oh. Shots over the bar from Sheffield Wednesday. So you know what that means? That was probably the best chance of the game compared to ours. 56,000 there today, says Ian.
Ekwar's coming off. He's going to be replaced by Bar.
I hope so.
No, he is.
No, I hope so.
I predict the future.
I can see these things.
There we go.
Impressive. He is the one.
Now Rig in midfield. 56,000 there today, Ian says. You're having a laugh, aren't you? That means we've got a 100,000-seater stadium because it's half empty.
Now Rig is in midfield. Barkman on Ecuador off. Still no centre forward. Now, why would we put a centre forward on? We don't want to sell them. We want none of these players to go to anywhere else so we can then not use them all next season.
Long ball forward finds Clark on the left-hand side. Clark making his run into the centre as usual. Gets sliding tackle, gets a corner out of it. Clark's been getting into them positions that he likes where he does that run in. It's just been no finish today for it, unfortunately.
Pretty much. Just got nothing.
Corner coming in now. Floated out. Straight to the keeper's hands.
Great.
Flying Beetle.
This is a great game, lads. Unbelievable. Don't mind me, I'm just sorting out my fantasy football team because it's slightly more interesting. Oh, there's Mike Proctor telling Mike Dodds what to do. It's like blind leading the blind there.
Fills you with reassurance. Maybe we should get one of my well-trained strikers on, Doddsy. He says, sit down, Michael.
Sit down. Sit down. And then when he walks away, he goes, that lad's genius.
Have we not won the league?
Yeah. By Mike Dodds.
I see She's still got loads of energy. Jack Clark almost steals the ball away from them, but it goes against them.
Oh, dear me.
For a throw.
We're playing until the start of next season and still wouldn't score. Yep. Lexi, good at own goal coaching. Yeah, that's pretty much Proctor's wheelhouse. Mate, like, if you're a player and you were subbed off just on the off chance that you didn't get a hat-trick of own goals, I think you need to never tell people how to play football again. Someone says, watch Bar. Ha, 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 ha. Let's have a look. Oh, great play. He's turned one man. He now runs.
And... he's fell over.
He fell over. Yeah. I can't even say he was pushed. He fell over.
Ball through to the right. Oh, tries to cut it in, but it's blocked by Bannon, I think, is back there.
It's blocked by a better player than anyone on our team. Ekwar.
That doesn't narrow it down.
Well, very good, Ashish. That was actually decent. Plays it to Bar. Shot. That is out for a throw-in. How does he get a shot out for a throw-in?
I think that ball ended in my kitchen.
Oh, man.
Let's see that highlighted chance in a replay.
Let's get a replay of that. Boom. Oh. Ouch, says the substitute warming up on the far side.
If you don't laugh, you'll cry. That's exactly right, McD.
The ironic thing is, it was Sheffield Wednesday sub, so he just let the ball roll past him either because he was in no rush.
What is going on here? No, how's nobody been called for a foul there? Or 9 was like...
I think even the ref's not bothered. He's like, oh, just get on with it, lads. We've lost 15 people who are watching there. They've either fallen asleep or they've just gone, even I've had enough of this, lads. I just can't do it for you.
Sheesh, showing
when
your
you
skills,
said throw the kitchen sink, this isn't what I meant. I lived in Sheffield, then I moved to Sheffield to watch football, and I went to home matches. I now live in Sweden. Oh, very good. That wasn't as sarcastic as it meant to come out there, but yeah, very nice. It didn't mean to come out that way. It's just nice.
Very good.
Very good. That sounds infinitely more. That sounds infinitely better than watching this game.
Everyone's panicking with the ball at the feet. Gives it back to Clark because nobody knows how to shoot. And he dinks it over to Bar, who will have a shot over to the sideline probably. Oh no, it's out to Hume. Hume will shoot against somebody.
Handball, man. It was actually a handball.
Yeah.
But I almost don't want us to have a penalty because we'll probably miss.
No, let Bishop take it.
Yeah, why not?
Sheesh. We are keeping possession quite well here. Just nobody knows how to shoot or get the ball away from the feet. Did you see Job when he received the ball in that box then? He literally did some sort of cartoon thing. If this was his legs, he went before he passed it.
Like what players do before they take a penalty. They're like little sort of
not even that athletic. Just looked like in his mind he was going, oh, a ball, a ball.
Sheffield Wednesday making 2 more changes. Ugbo's coming off.
Michael Smith.
For the most English name you'll have ever heard. Michael Smith.
I don't understand why I'm not getting as many hits on my social media, because if they Google you...
Michael Smith, the 27,614th. And then Deji Gassama for Anthony Usaba. Conrad Tank says, bring on Watson. No harm now. We've got 15 minutes to go. You may as well at least give him a bit of a go. Proctor's out there with Mike Dodds again. They're going, fuck should we do? Fuck if I know. Jesus. At least it's my last game. Elise with a good header. Sunderland is trying to lose possession, but they've somehow kept a hold of it. 09 to Ballard. It was kind of backwards. We'll count that one. Back to Ballard. That's number 28. Not been counting. It's vaguely 28.
We'll start that the next season. The next season. Back to Ballard tally is going to be progressive.
Yeah.
Unless we sell him. Back to Ballard.
That's another one. 29. Rig. Let's just do really over animated commentary. 09. Crossing the halfway line. Clark taking on his man. Plays it. Oh, scythe down the dirty get. Right, it's going to be a red
Get
card,
him off!
surely.
Get him off!
It's got to be a red card, surely. That's only a yellow. You're having a laugh. This is outrageous.
This is what the people want.
Yeah. Come on, lads. We're trying to go for 15th in the league here. Put some effort in.
It's all to play for today.
Yeah. Palmer still arguing with Barry Bannon about what hair product he uses because clearly he doesn't want to copy him. Jack Clark over the free kick.
Thinks the
Sunderland
ball's
crowd are on
broken.
their feet. Clark still there.
I
on,
can't
mate.
see a single fan on his feet.
Yeah. That one is. He's got the loo. All that fan is on his feet. He's leaving the ground. Clark swings it in. Headed out for a corner. Come on. And the crowd are still not on their feet. What's wrong with them? This is pure drama.
This is gold. Comeback gold right here.
This is good. We're going to win 3-2 and you'll all be wrong.
We always win 3-2. No, we don't. She's to deliver this one.
First man. Last man. Well done.
What's going on there?
Elise wrestled to the floor. The referee says, it's a penalty. Oh, my God. Oh, no sorry. Goal kick. Goal kick. Hamir on, Elise off. That's interesting.
Here we go.
Here you are, lad. You know what you need is 11 minutes. 11 minutes of game time. That's what you need. Do you know what
you can be the difference. You can be the difference.
They're probably with Elise, probably going, mate, look, I'm amazed you've not been injured after 80 minutes, so let's just take you off now. We'll get you in the bubble wrap. As Hamir says, 2 players up front, and Sunderland go, what the fuck does that mean?
How does that work?
Yeah, what do you mean 2? Won't we stand on each other's feet?
News just in, Elise slipped getting into the dugout and injured himself.
He's out for 3 seasons. So we'll offer him a new deal on more money. Evans hoofs it forward. Hamir chases it down. Leaves it for Mike Dodds.
I can't do it. I can't even make this.
The fans are pouring out of the stadium. They're so excited they can't handle it. Hopefully you wrong on 3-2, says Osvaldo. I'm going to be wrong. Going to be wrong. Sheffield Wednesday passing it round us. Bring him down. Oh, great tackle. Just defensive duties on the line from Jack.
That was never a corner, ref. Goal kick.
Unbelievable fight and resilience from Sunderland. And you see the crowd on their feet for every kick of the ball here. Bar pointing, talking like he knows what he's on about. Corner comes in a minute. It's still waiting.
Short.
Still waiting. They're taking it short. Fooled everybody.
We're giving Bannon loads of space.
Oh. Shot blocked by Chris Riggs' knee. Doesn't look too comfortable after walking. Bar chasing it down. Go on. Get him. It's all over.
Here comes Hamir.
Who's this? Where was that speed from Hamir all season? Did you see how quickly he got out to him?
Didn't do anything, but
no, he didn't get there. 9 off the shoulder, keeps it in play. The drama continues. Job 3 touches on his head, and he still got the ball.
That's the best Joe's played.
Hume Bar just leaves it. Sheffield Wednesday walk away with the ball. Ian says 41,000. Where are they? They must all be up in the top concourse. 41,222. No, it's not. It really isn't.
Hell of a queue at the bar.
Yeah. Well, I've tried drama. It didn't work.
Let's go for 100% sarcasm commentary.
Steals McD, 41,000, just like the 3 goals we've scored today. Job walks over to the ref and goes, "How long's left?" The Sheffield Wednesday players just laughing at each other. They're like, Sunderland are meant to be good. And we're like, no, they're not.
Dodds is having a word with the 4th official asking for no extra time, please.
Yeah. Let's just end the game. We're all happy with this result here, lads. Let's just call it like it is. Ballard across to 09. 09 to Job.
Back to Ballard.
30. There we go. Might be we've exaggerated the number a bit, like the 41,000, but you know, if you're allowed to do it. Hamir chases down the defender. Doesn't do anything. Great play. Back to Chris Rigg. What a legend. Can't be sarcastic with Chris Rigg, apart from the fact it was Corey Evans.
Clark with it on the left now.
Yeah.
In the inside.
Oh, my God, Joe.
I'm done.
Oh, dear me.
He really sold that dummy.
Clark passed it to him, and he just stood there and let the ball go through his legs. The most exaggerated dummy ever, and just let it go to the 3 Sheffield Wednesday players who were behind him.
I'm dying.
Steele's mixed tea. I'm off to donate a kidney. You lads have a good rest of your day. Match getting called off due to on-field abuse, says Lexi.
Oh, please be true.
Yeah. No, that means we'll have to watch it again then. It's a joke,
man.
says Ian. It is.
Oh, that's for Job's highlight reel.
Oh, dear.
I'm going to make a Job highlight reel. That is my job
should.
Over this week. It's going to be hilarious.
Lottery numbers. That's more interesting.
It doesn't matter. Both winners have left.
Yeah. They're not collecting the money. You can keep it till next season. Put it towards a striker that don't play. Ashish still on the pitch somehow.
Gives it to Clark.
Come on. No! Headers clear by Sheffield Wednesday. But Clark's even saying, it's like, Hamir there, he should be challenging the defender, but he doesn't, does he? He just sort of sits in like his own little pocket of space. Ugh.
Corner here. Clark's going to take it. We've got some height in the box.
Do you know what that means? Counter-attack 3-0 Sheffield Wednesday.
Here it is. And it goes high, straight to the keeper's hands. Hamir karate kicks the keeper, trying to put him in the net. Doesn't work.
No. Can't do that, lad. Can't park there, mate.
Who did the ninja karate kick in this season? It was Mundle, wasn't it?
I don't know what you're talking about.
Yeah, it was one of Mundle's first game. He came in.
Oh, yeah, when he should have got a red card. Yeah.
Yeah. We need to start shooting lessons next season instead of martial arts.
Yeah. And football lessons.
Let's not get silly.
Yeah. Oh, Joe. To Clark. 209. Gripping. Across to Hume. Nobody offers you more, says the Hayes Travel advert. Well, I bloody wish they would, lads. This is horrific. Really bad. Can they please offer us more? Taking on his man. Beats 1. Beats 2. Is dispossessed.
Full drama.
Chris Rigg chasing down his man. Great play from Chris Rigg. I can't even be sarcastic about anything Chris Rigg does because it's actually the best thing that was about us.
Oh, Watson.
Watson's coming on with 4 minutes left. My son likes Arsenal and Man City. Went to London and saw Tottenham versus Arsenal and West Ham Man City. I don't think you can really pick Arsenal and Man City to like. That's kind of hedging your bets.
The 86-minute standing ovation. The cameraman struggling to find an area of the crowd without empty seats, but he has managed to find one.
He zoomed in on one bloke left. Such a sterile ending to the season. 1 goal scored in the last 6 games. Oh, God, I didn't know that. Is that Ekwa's fluky volley against West Brom?
Mm.
Here we go. Hopefully they actually give Watson the ball and give him a chance to actually run. I'd hate to think he comes on, he doesn't even touch the ball.
Just stays with our defence now.
Yeah. Just like, no, I'm not giving him the ball.
Well, 9 gives it to Job. That's a write-off.
Watson's on the ball.
Yeah, go on.
Takes on a man. Beats 1. Wins a throw-in. Great play.
He's good. Have you seen him play for the youth?
To be honest, mate, he's taken on 1 man and won as a throw-in. It's a man of the match performance so far. He's been on 20 seconds, and I think he's the best player.
Apart from Rick.
Yeah, apart from Rick.
Who's on the ball now? On the right.
Yeah, Chris Rigg.
Wins a
throw.
throw.
Yeah, well, even better than Watson. These 2, unbelievable talents.
Winning throw-ins, left, right, and centre.
Oh, there you go. There's the Charlie Hurley one.
How many evasions are we having? They just did one at 86.
No, I think that was for Watson. I think that one was for really. I'm just going to say it, though. Like you said, it feels a bit hollow, this one, because there's not many fans left.
Mm. You're probably resenting as a fan standing up clapping at this stage for this team.
Yeah, because there's been nothing else to stand up and clap for all game.
Yeah.
They're like, why does it have to be tributes that we stand up and applaud for? Why can't it be good play and goals?
Yeah, that'd be nice for a change.
That's something that Jack
loses the ball.
That Jack would point out as well. He'd be like, we stood up more for tributes to players and people rather than the actual action in the game. It's the exact type of thing Jack would say.
Yep, definitely.
It's a foul. Man of the match performance. Why is that lad on the floor like he's dying? You've just been knocked over by like a 20-year-old.
All them tattoos and that hard man image, and he just fell over with the breeze from Watson.
Knocked over by a child. Well, you know what I said? Oh, we should do like an end of season award thing for us. I don't think that any of them deserve it.
We deserve it.
So, got Ipswich going up in second place. Playoffs will be Leeds, Southampton, West Brom, and Norwich at this point. And relegated will be Huddersfield and Birmingham.
09, long ball forward, route 1. Hamir will find the end of this one. He's got
Slowly
Watson in
chasing
support. Oh, he's offside.
Of course he is.
He's not played football for that long. He forgot the offside rule.
The fans are now leaving in a fury. 2-0 Blackburn. Schmoddocks with a brace. Leicester are already up though, so looks like it's bye-bye Birmingham.
Palmer's coming off. Obviously, that horrific injury from Watson's affecting him.
Exactly.
I'm not saying who's going on.
Manager,
Michael's coming on. I don't know.
Ikiweki. Haven't seen their manager
He
all
sounded
day.
like Anton Dick.
Yeah. Haven't seen their manager all day. It makes me think that, do you know what, if we got him, at least he actually looks like he's talking the game out with their team as it's happening, rather than just, can you go out there and try and win, lads? Oh, we've only got 4 minutes left, lads. Why do they keep adding on time? I don't like Arsenal, even if they play good football. They won against Sheffield both finals in '93. I remember when Di Canio pushed over the referee when you were playing Arsenal. Mike Dodds looks almost relieved, I think, that this season's going to be over. A bit like the rest of us. Ballard fouled by Patterson. Is it Patterson? Looks. Oh, it's Smith. Michael Smith. I couldn't recognise him because he looks so generic.
He's the default character on FIFA.
Yeah. Default 6-foot character. Bars not getting that.
He
does. Amazing.
And wins a throw.
It.
3 minutes. Still time for 2 goals. Stranger things have happened.
That fan with his legs crossed really sums it up. He just sat there, legs crossed, like. It's been a hard watch, lads. Swings it in. Hamir doesn't get to the header. What happened to Hamir in pre-season, man? He's winning every header.
He's still scoring when he plays for the youth team.
Well,
he can't handle the masses of crowds we've got.
Well, this should be perfect for him. There's hardly anybody left. Oh, man.
We don't even want a consolation goal this time. There's no route 1. There's no urgency.
Riggs seems to be the only one trying to go forward. Where's Watson? Rigg and Watson are on the same side now. Watson up against the new right back, takes on his man on the outside, swings a good ball in, blocked by the centre back. We've got to throw in. Rigg and Watson are the only two that are really actually going for it. And it's
Watson doesn't know our team though. He delivered a ball into the centre. Does he not know nobody's ever there?
Pretty much. But he does. If he doesn't, he does now. Hume to Bar. Exactly. Hume again. Across
Ballard.
to Ballard. 40 yards out. Shoot! Rigg to Watson. to Ashish. How are you still playing? Dinks it in.
Shoot!
Everybody. And shoot! Oh. Ian Wilkinson, thanks for your company, boys. Let us hope some things get sorted over the summer. A season to forget for sure. Take care. Thank you, Ian. Emma says, afternoon, lads. Ian says, hi, Emma. Oh, you big old flirt, Ian.
Hi, Emma. Great video, that. We'll get that up shortly.
Hi, Ian, says Emma. Oh, you big flirt, Emma.
Calm down, guys. Calm down. Keep it PG.
Keep it in the bedroom. Plymouth won. Birmingham is relegated to League One. Huzzah! Plymouth survive. Whoop, whoop.
I hope the players aren't doing a lap of honour. There's nobody left.
Yeah, there's nobody left, is there? I remember when we got
Jesus.
We got relegated with David Moyes, and obviously they weren't going to do the lap of honour. They made sure that as soon as the whistle came on, the grass cutters came out, as if to almost say, we're definitely not stopping on, like not doing anything.
Yeah. Well, get ready to see the grass cutters in 20 seconds.
Yeah. When was the last time we won at home? Does anyone know?
I don't know.
It feels like it's a long time ago.
I feel like going watching, the Sunderland Till I Die series because, even
getting relegated is more interesting.
Yeah, at least the games are a bit more stimulating than this. So there you go.
Yeah.
Great
Sheffield
celebration.
Wednesday survive. Yeah.
Yeah. It's nice we could do them a favour.
Yeah. We've only let you win today because we want 6 points next season. Todd's looking annoyed that no one came over to shake his hand. They've just stayed in the league, mate. Like, calm down. Lexi, the Titanic meme with the old lady. It's been 73 years. Home to Plymouth in February was the last win. Jesus.
I need to, as soon as we get the fixtures for the next season, I need to know when our first home game is.
Yes. Yes. Do you want to tell people what you're planning?
Well, yeah, I need to do a bit more training first, but I'm going to walk to the Stadium of Light. Yeah, I'm going to walk to the Stadium of Light, where that might not seem like an achievement for a lot of you. I live in Burnley in the northwest, so it's across the Pennines, up through North Yorkshire, past Darlington, where Conrad will join me, I'm sure.
Fuck off. Absolute get to fuck. I'll drive alongside you.
With a megaphone, picking our feet up.
Stroke.
I'm going to do it for the British Heart Foundation for our Jack. Yeah. So that's the plan. It's going to be a 3/4 day, depending how training goes, walk, and I'm going to get there in time for the first game of the season, hopefully.
Scott Brown, I'm going to swim from Bangkok for the first home game. He's
nice.
To be honest, mate, drowning might be more interesting than watching some of these games. At least the Titanic had a band.
I do want to try and speak to the club because I'd love to finish the walk at the pitch.
In the ground. Yeah, that'd be good. Osvaldo, nice listening to you. Have a nice weekend. Sheffield staying up. That's good news. Well, for you it is. But cheers, mate. Appreciate the listening today. Oh, what they're doing. Oh, hey. Yeah, they're definitely not doing a lap of honour while the Sheffield Wednesday players are still celebrating.
At first, I didn't see the hands shaking. I just saw the whole crowd doing this. I'm like...
Yeah, it's a worry, isn't it? Excellent and entertaining commentary. Awful game. Thanks for your commentary and all your great shows this season, lads. Cheers, Conrad. That's not me, by the way. There is another Conrad here. My hands are not typing at the same time.
It's just bigging himself.
It's just me the whole time. Hey, that Conrad's awesome. Oh, thanks, Conrad.
No, we'll be back next season for live commentaries to bring you more misery from the Stadium of Light.
Yeah. Yeah, they're going to keep that manager, aren't they? Not that I think we should settle for that, but do you remember a few weeks ago, everyone's going, "Oh, we don't want him. He's only just doing some decent stuff there." But God, it was different levels of management today. There, game management from their players and their team to ours, wasn't it?
Yeah. But for the 49 people watching, just remember, times have not always been this bad. We have had some good times. So you could celebrate the good times with retro kits. using Retro 3. Use 3 Retro 10. Was it 10 Retro 3? 3 Retro 10. 3 Retro 10 at the checkout. The links are all in the description of this and other videos. They do some great stuff. This is sort of the one I'm wearing, but I've got the 1973 Cup final text below. They do both. There's one of the funky away ones. But yeah, and the one Conrad's got on at the moment, the Cowies one. That's a good one. I like the away one that goes with that as well. So nice. Lots of good stuff. And thank you to them for keeping this show going for the last couple of months and helping us out with that. So yeah, there you go. Done my bit.
Is that it now? We're just like, well, we're done for the season. In a bit, lads.
Yeah, and every time I do that, we lose the branding.
Yeah.
We need to figure out a better way of doing that.
Hideous.
There you go.
Make the branding with it on. So then it's like, even if, I suppose it still matters when you turn it off, doesn't it?
Do you know, one of the winning games, I had this branding on. The purple. So
you should have played that one.
Yeah. Oh,
it's all your fault.
There we go. Yellow.
No, it depends on
the equipment we're playing. I'll have to design a Hummel version.
Yeah, ready for next season. That'll be it now. It'll be the kit, won't it? Lol, says Conrad. Cheers, lad, says Dissident. Steve says, thanks, boys. Lexis, it was like when you had a substitute teacher at school and they just dragged the TV out to make you watch a movie. Pretty much, yeah. Pretty much.
I never understood that in school. We had that in school, but what movie is an hour long? Yeah. I've seen the start of so many films as a kid.
I've seen the first hour of Happy Gilmore so many times.
Yes. God knows what happens in the end. Well, yeah, so we won't be disappeared off the channel. We're going to be looking at doing some content, especially with the run-up now to finding a new manager and finding a new squad and finding new owners. And, you know, sod it. Let's move stadiums while we're at it. Let's just do the whole lot.
Exactly. Why not, eh?
I hear there's a patch of land near Roker somewhere we can have.
Yeah, that's the one.
Mike Dodd's the memoir.
Mike asked Terry to walk with you. Might be a shout. He's up in, I want to say Spennymoor. It's around there.
Yeah. Oh, I used to live near there. To be honest, it's an open invitation. Anybody who's en route, close to the time, I'll publish the actual route I'm going to be taking. Anyone en route's more than welcome to join. It'd be good to have a bit of company by that stage after 2 days of hell, probably. It's the first day is going to be the worst. I looked at the route map and it's 6,000 foot upwards because it's going up the Pennines this side.
Yeah.
I found a lovely place to camp.
Why don't you walk back? It's downhill at least.
No, it's not. That's the worst. It's saying because going down, like, it's going to be easier there. But if I was coming this way, the uphill's not as steep, but it's longer. So,
right.
Yeah, it's going to be fun, interesting. So, and you can all get involved and sponsor, I'm sure, when it comes to the time, because you're all wonderful people.
Yeah. Marion Charles, thank you, Conrad and Mike, for all your videos. You are welcome. I'm only ever in the live ones because when I record a video of myself, that was my bottle of drink telling me to shush. When I record videos of myself, I die inside, so I get other people to do it, and then I just do the live streams.
Unlike me, I love watching myself.
Yeah, I hate it. I try to do it. I can listen to myself. I can be on a live stream, but if I have to record myself, I'm like, brother.
Well,
what's that, brother?
With that in mind, we should definitely do a Monday extra time.
Should we do it as squad one?
Yeah.
Buy, sell, and loan out ones. We'll do that.
I'm up for that. Yeah.
Yeah.
Definitely.
Yeah. We'll see if we can do it. So if you want to join us on, it's not going to be live. But we could do it live, I suppose, and see.
Let's do it live.
See if people want to give us their opinion on it and get some conflict going in the comments at least.
That would be good, actually. We could adjust it according to people's arguments for the latter. I like that.
That'll work. Yeah, we'll give it a go.
Okay. We'll not tell you when because we don't know ourselves yet. But
yeah, we haven't got that far yet. This is very much a work in progress. This is how we organise things. You think it's a smooth, seamless operation. It's just us. Then
You're
5 minutes after
watching.
then,
You're
yeah.
watching the magic happen.
Yeah.
This is the behind the scenes.
Yeah. And then when you go, I'm not free on Sunday, and then it's like, well, fuck you.
I can do it, but I'm in Scotland.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Season review vid. Thank you for the stream, says Lexi. No problem. Yeah, I think that's probably going to be what Thursday is going to be. For Thursday Night Live will be a review of the season, I imagine. But if we do a players one on the Monday, I think that's going to be pretty good.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's all good. Scouting for girls. There we go. Right.
Scouting for goals.
Scouting for goals. That's a great one.
Yeah. Who wants scouting for girls when you need scouting for goals? Come on.
Right. I think our insane ramblings are enough for these people now.
Yeah.
Thank you, everyone, for tuning in and watching. It is really appreciated. There's too many end credits now.
Oh, well,
you do this.
I'm still going to sign out with the Jack one, if that's all right, because it's got our members on as well, and I think it's right that we still sign out with Jack for the last home game of the season. Thanks to everyone who stood up and applauded in the 29th minute, or just had a moment to remember Jack.
Yeah,
when that happened, He's never gone from this channel is probably the best way of saying it. We'll always have Jack with us at some point, even if it's just us saying Jack would have loved that or Jack would have talked about this, and yeah. So I'm going to play us out with Jack's credits, if that's all right for everybody. So thank you all for watching this season, and we'll see you again in a few days.
Bye.
Thank you. As I always say, we would just be three lads talking ourselves if we didn't have people watching and commenting. So you contribute to the show. So thanks for getting involved. Yeah, hopefully we get the win on Saturday, a long overdue home win. And I'll see everybody later, lads and lasses.